Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's your boy Boogotti NYC. Let me get my camera straight. You know I don't do any good without my cameras. How's everybody doing out there? Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning. That's right, you guys. It's Tuesday. It's June. June the 2nd. It's so moving so fast with these months. Hope everybody can hear me out there. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I still can't see myself. So you guys, I'm going off for you right now. Hope everybody is good. It's your boy Boogotti NYC. Batty Lynn, how you doing out there? And I hope you guys can actually see me too. Yeah, that's pretty good for right now. See if I can go ahead and bring that out probably a little bit, right? Maybe to right about there. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. Y'all know what time it is. We got to get those prayers in the air. Got to get those prayers in the air and do what we got to do. Hope everybody's good. That's right. You know what we do. Y'all know what we do. Got to get something to straighten this camera out. So once I get it, you know that little thing that you put on there that you can just tap and get it all lined up? Because, I got to use the reverse part of the camera when I start my show. So I can't really see myself. But everybody, I hope you guys are good. Okay, that's right, y'all. It's Tuesday. We made it, and it is, yes, the 2nd. Can you believe that last month just went by that fast? But you know what we got to do? We got to be thankful to be here for this month. So you know what I'm going to say? Let's get those prayers in the air for everybody that's here, because guess what? I want to be thankful and happy and appreciative of another day here with you guys. That's right. It's your boy Boogotti NYC, and welcome to Our Bottom Line. Let's go, you guys. Y'all ready to go? Okay, let's do it like this. Whoo! Y'all ready to go? I know y'all ready to go. Okay, we got that over there. We got this. Who else? What time are we at? Okay, let's go. We're going to pray for love. We're going to pray for happiness, understanding, and we're going to pray for life. We're going to pray for peace as well as good health. We're praying for Miss Swanza, Liberty and Justice, Jeffrey Spilker, Audrey, Miss Swanza, 55 Coffee House, Lisa Roy, myself, Boogotti NYC, Mark Dorfman, Jeffrey Spilker, Liberty and Justice, Casey, Miss Keisha, also 420, John Patrick. Who else we got up in the building? John Durham. Also, we got to pray for Jeffrey Spilker, Angels Amongst Us, Winter Rising, and Luigi. Can't forget about Teddy. Okay, can't forget about Teddy. Miss Swanza. Amen. Had to do that kind of quick because I know it's about to be time. You guys know how we do around here. It's time to go. VG. Okay, I'm so sorry. And Yvonne. Amen. Amen. Let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. We can do it. You ready to go? Because I'm ready to go and they're ready to go. It's time to start the show. I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo. Yo, 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 yo. And we wind it up. Wind it up. Wind it up. Because it's 6 o'clock clock somewhere. I think it's 6 o'clock here. Let's see. Come on, start the show. I'm ready to go. Come on. It's time to start the show. Come on now, let's go. You ready? That's it. No more. Time to start the show. Yeah. Oh, okay. Olay. Don't play. What's good, everybody? Let's open up those pores. Eh, uh, uh, uh. And we gotta open up those pores. Eh, We gotta open up those. My favorite part. It's Tuesday the 2nd, y'all. That's right, all 2026. I'm your host, Boogotti NYC, and this here's our bottom line, where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that. But we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that. Always gets me lit. I swear to God, it always gets me lit to do that. I could imagine how many times we've done that before, but that's so much fun, you guys. I'm so happy that we're able to come here today. Thank you so much, Jay, man. How you doing, Teddy Marcel? I ain't see you in a minute. Joe Peasy, how you doing, fam? Casey Ramos, my brother. Hope you're doing fantastic. How's Liberty doing? Teddy Marcel. I see Jeffrey Spilker in the building. Who else we got? Adam. I see Adam Trebet. Adam Trebet, like Alex Trebet. I know where you got it from. I like that. How you doing, Mark Dorfman? What's going on? 55 Coffee House. Lisa Roy. We here. It's Tuesday, the 2nd. Can you guys believe it? May is over, June is here, July is right around the corner. It's time, you guys. Let's do what we got to do. And yes, I'm going to just get right to it because you know what I got, right? You know what I got. I got 5 on it. I'm gonna stack this deck with. I'm gonna stack 5 videos at a time. I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna stack 5 videos at a time. All I'm gonna ask you guys to do is stay on topic, stay on point, and let me know where you're chiming in from. I love to see those flags waving in the air. And yes, I do go there. We're gonna be going to a lot of different places today, and we got a lot to show you guys today because it just kept on happening. Breaking news over here. Breaking news over there. I'm over here like, what can we get rid of? No, not that. We can't. So you know what? Yeah, you guys, I'm going to have to do 5 at a time right now. Like I said, 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. I'm going to come back to the chat and see what you guys are talking about. All I'm going to ask you guys to do is stay on topic, stay on point. Let me know where you're chiming in from because that really helps out when it comes down to the dialogue, and it really helps us over here when it comes down to engaging and staying on topic and staying on point. It's your boy Boogotti NYC. Like I always tell you, could have went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came here to chill with us on Our Bottom Line, the #1 show on YouTube, not only because of me, but because of you too. You guys are ready? Y'all know what's next, right? Let's get into these titles. Let's go. Let's do what we got to do. Why has the U.S. struck out against Iran's air defense drones? Seems pretty simple to me. Excuse me. Seems like it's self-explanatory. Struck against defense drones. Probably why? Because they probably were manufacturing. But we're gonna get in there and find out. Hey, Sam Champion, how you doing? Good morning, everyone. Hope you all are having a wonderful day. I would want to be anywhere else than with you guys, with all of you. $5 super chat, Sam Champion, big spender. Thank you so much. Hey, man, don't spend it all in one place and keep some of that for yourself. I appreciate you, brother. Hope you're doing good at the new job as well. God bless you, Sam Champion. Also, we want to keep on moving forward here because we got a judge in the Tyler Robinson case has to make a decision on cameras in the courtroom. At this point, I'm pretty tired of this crap already. It's been almost a calendar year, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't it time to go ahead and get this Charlie Kirk case going on? It's to the point where people have almost forgotten about the situation. I don't mean like that, but as far as like the follow-ups, it's been almost a calendar year complaining about this and that. Oh, your daughter spoke to one of the people that was actually at the, so what? So many different tactics that the defense was trying. I can't knock them for it, but it's about time for us to get some justice on this case and to see where it's going to wind up at. Last but not least, we've got Pam Bondi, who's been backpedaling. Really? Backpedaling? I'm sorry, what was in her Supreme Court deposition? We're going to try to find out, get as much information as possible. Yes, Pam Bondi, Epstein files, that and much, much more. So you guys know what time it is, right? Y'all know what time it is. Get your water, your tea, as well as your 55 coffee house. And let's do what we got to do over here, you guys. It's time to get to some breaking news, sad breaking news, and a lot of new informative breaking news that we have this morning on this Tuesday, June the 2nd. Let's do what we got to do, you guys. Good morning, everybody. Yes, I've got some information coming in from Atlanta. Breaking news from yesterday. This weekend, sadly, 66-year-old woman, 66-year-old lady, second time the second herder in 2 times in the last 2 weeks that someone's lost their life riding the MARTA train. Let's get into this, you guys. This is her daughter right here. Atlanta train still nabbing leaves a grandmother without unalived at the station. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. It's just like for no reason. Like my mom didn't deserve this. Not one bit. A woman brutally stabbed to death on a MARTA train. Tonight, we're hearing from her daughter for the first time. And that is where we begin tonight on the News at 10. Tonight, MARTA is actively investigating this weekend's killing, the second stabbing on the system in 2 weeks.
Fox 5 first told you about this is breaking news on Saturday night. Fox 5's Larry Sproul.
Thank you,
is
J
live
Man.
in Northeast Atlanta tonight. Larry, will you talk to her daughter?
And Russ, good evening. She tells me that she is in pain tonight. She still cannot believe what happened to her mother. She tells me that this is just one big nightmare, or at least she wants it to be one big nightmare. But tonight she's speaking to us for the very first time. And I do want to warn you, the details of her story are graphic.
And thank you, Liberty and Justice, for your Cash App. We love those as well because we don't got to split it with the bosses. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, Liberty and Justice, we really appreciate that. Thank you so much for your Cash App. We got that. Thank you.
My mom's throat was cut and she was stabbed 18 to 20 times.
It's those details that are forever etched into the mind of Shanae Sams.
When I got that phone call, all I did was scream and holler.
Sams tells me hearing those graphic details of how her mother's 66-year-old Margaret Sams Swan was killed has her on an emotional roller coaster.
I don't know how to feel. Sometimes I'm angry, sometimes I'm sad, sometimes it's never a happy moment.
MARTA is investigating the killing, which marks the second stabbing on the system in 2 weeks. Police say 25-year-old John Elijah Matthews stabbed and killed Swan on a MARTA train at the Oakland City Station Saturday while she was heading home.
It's senseless and it's just like for no reason. Like my mom didn't deserve this. Not one bit.
I got my hands on the arrest warrant. Matthews is charged with Swan's murder, but Monday he waived his initial court appearance.
He just said it was random. There's no motive. He took away a mother. He took away a grandmother. He took away a great grandmother. My mom was your great grandmother. He took away a friend, a sister, a cousin, a niece. He took away somebody that was loved.
MARTA released this statement and says in part, this was a senseless and heartbreaking loss. We mourn with Margaret Swan's loved ones and extend our deepest sympathies during this incredibly difficult time. And she also tells me that her mother uses MARTA often, which is why now she has a lot of questions about what happened. I also asked her if she can forgive the person who did this. I'm working on that part of the story. Y'all knew tonight at 11. Well, I've been Buckhead. I'm Larry Sproul, Fox 5 News.
Yeah, what we want to do is we want to definitely do this. Let's do it like this, you guys, since we have the chance. Yeah, we want to pray for the soul that she lost her life. We want to pray for her family. We want to pray that things like this please stop happening because it seems as if it's constantly happening now. Second time in 2 weeks on the train, on that MARTA train. We have a lot of the same things, senseless violence going on in New York as well. In Chicago, we've been seeing it all over, you guys, as well as the senseless violence that we saw, I think, down in the Carolinas on those train and rail lines as well. It seems like it's going on all over. They really need to pay attention who's getting on these trains and these people that are psychotic because it seems like they have some mental issues as well. I want to pray for her daughter, family, as well as anyone who's been affected by this. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Terrible tragedy right there. We pray for your soul, sister. Sorry about that right there. That situation is terrible, and I hope her daughter can find some sort of peace throughout what's going on here. Now we got to get on over to Kyiv as Russia now striking Ukraine again. Overnight, 3 people lost their lives in Kyiv. As we always say here at Our Bottom Line, we have no skin in the game, and we have no sides that we're choosing here. Only thing that we don't like is the fact that innocent people lose their lives when situations like this happen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Again, it looks like it looks like it's been like that for maybe months or years or whatever. Could have been 2 minutes as far as how fast things turn from good to looking like this. So now that looks like a drone that missed the mark. Like, why is it in an apartment building? You know what I'm saying? Like when I say the innocent people. More destruction. A drone basically in there still burning. What's up, Casey? Money Tree, what's good? Adam, what's going on, Adam? So yeah, that was overnight in Kyiv, another strike by Russia. Again, middleman people in the way, and look at that again. Again, praying for people's lives. 3 people in that one, you guys, in Kyiv. No, they're not over here in the United States or probably in your country or your city, but I would want somebody to pray for me as well as their family, find strength in this situation, and hopefully they can make it through. And again, we're praying that this war overall can come to an end. That's what we would like. Amen. Over here at our bottom line, we had enough of it all of them, as to tell you the truth. Now we got to get on over to where Iran, as we got breaking U.S. military strikes where they were going at this air defense, our lead right here. Let's see what's going on with our lead story here. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Like I said, we got a lot of stories to get through today. I know you guys got to get to work. Some people that want to do some follow-ups on their stories. We have a lot of follow-ups, so let's get those out the way. Want to get you guys up to date on the top stories right now, really what's breaking. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. Oh, let's see what I got for you guys today. Oh, can I do it? Maybe I can find it. Let's see if we can get you guys 6 keychains and some. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that promo today, Boogotti. Let's get them active on this Tuesday morning because I think they've been sleeping. Let's wake them up, you guys, real quick. Let's do 6 on the keychains, right? And then we're gonna do 6 on the Our Bottom Line decals. I just got a whole package in over here, whole package of whole bunch of decals over here. So yes, we're gonna be generous. If we can get 300 likes today, we're gonna be giving away merch. That's right, you guys. We're only gonna be going up to 300 because if we get more, we're just gonna appreciate what we get. As you guys can see, they're brand new because they have the laminate covering on them. That means you're gonna be getting 6 of these keychains as well as 6 of these Our Bottom Line decals. If we can get those numbers up to 300 likes, sharing and subscribing would be appreciated too. How are we going to get the merch, Boogotti? All you got to do is email me at bridgethisllc@gmail.com. That's bridgethisllc@gmail.com. bridgethisllc@gmail.com to get your merch. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's have some fun this morning. Still got to get into this crazy stuff that's going on over here, but yeah, that's what we're doing. Let's try to get them up to 300. Let's go.
Hogan, who is live in DC with the latest on Iran. Good morning, Alex. Good morning. So, U.S. Central Command made this announcement just hours ago, saying American forces carried out strikes this weekend, bombing Iranian radar and drone control sites in Gork, Iran, and Qasem Island. And according to Central Command, the measured and deliberate strikes occurred on Saturday and Sunday in response to aggressive Iranian action that included the shootdown of a U.S.
G-Man.
drone that was operating over international waters. U.S. fighter aircraft swiftly responded by eliminating Iranian air defenses, a ground control station, and 2 one-way attack drones that pose clear threats to ships transiting regional waters. And now Kuwait says it's intercepting incoming drone and missile fire. That comes as Iran confirmed it carried out retaliatory strikes today. And Iran's Revolutionary Guard today says the source of that is what it calls U.S. attacks on a telecommunication tower. President Trump met with advisors in the Situation Room at the White House here in Washington on Friday, but had yet to make an announcement over the weekend over how to move forward. Overnight, he posted on Truth Social, writing in part, Iran really wants to make a deal, and it will be a good one for the USA and those that are with us.
I hope so because they're still doing all of this and they're very active over there. Plus, they saying a lot too. It's not just not like they're not moving around. They got this situation over here in Iran. Ooh, what is this? The Revolutionary Guard? Huh. Fast attack as the U.S. and Tehran are exchanging blows. I'm talking about this one right here. This gives you an idea of what they're doing as far as what they have left on the waters. Iranian soldiers are Iran soldiers right here, you guys. Let's check this out. This is the Revolutionary Guard fast attack boats. These fast attack boats going against U.S. and Tehran and exchanging blows right now. Now, with the aim of guided ships and stopping anything that does not heed their warnings. And again, this comes in as Iran struck Kuwait at the U.S. responded to the boom boom in Iran military sites. See what they got to say on this.
The United States has targeted new sites in Iran, and meanwhile, Tehran has attacked Kuwait. This is just the latest in back and forth violence that's threatening the ceasefire in the Iran war as negotiations between these two countries continue but remain challenged by these ongoing hostilities. The Americans say they targeted drone launch sites as well as radar facilities in Iran after Iran shot down an American drone over the weekend and did other hostile acts.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's not all the way over, you guys. I wanted you to see that they're utilizing whatever little amount of defense that they actually do have. We're out of there, though. That's enough Iran, you guys. How you guys doing this morning? It's your boy, Boogotti NYC. It is Tuesday morning, and if you're here with me, I'm thankful that you're here because you know what? We weren't promised today because a lot of people didn't wake up today. Another thing I want to say, if you guys have problems, you should smile at them. I got two big problems I'm dealing with right now, and I'm going to tell you the truth. Every time I come here, I start smiling at them. You know why? Because I was able to wake up this morning. And as long as I'm able to, I still got a chance to chip away at those problems. Got to look at it with some sort of positivity, right? Let's keep on going, you guys. We got to go on over to this Supreme Court decision as it says it strips Trump of executive powers as told. Oh, meltdown erupts when it comes down to the tariffs, you guys. That's right. You guys know what's going on with all of these tariffs and stuff. We were supposed to be getting broke off something. What happened with us? What happened with us getting broke off a prop, a chunk, and if it's something, yeah, we were supposed to be getting broke off. First, I remember 7,000. Y'all think I don't remember stuff. No, I remember. 7,000 is the first thing I remember. Then I remember 5,000. Then it went all the way down to 2,000. And now ain't nobody talking about giving us jack. If anybody know what I'm talking about, please go ahead and drop the comments and let me know. Tell me I'm not crazy, please, because I want to know what's going on with our bread. I understand they got to pay all this money back. That's probably the excuse that they're going to use. Well, you know we got to pay all this money back. So we was going to look out, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Let's keep on going, y'all. Let's get it.
I want to get straight over to CNN's Caitlin Polans, who's pulling together the details from us. And this has to do
a statute born in the legislative battles of the late 1970s as the legal foundation for virtually every major trade action it had undertaken. A straight 10% tariff on everything entering American ports, 25% levies on goods from Canada and Mexico.
$50 billion in these tariffs. So what happens to that money? Do they have to refund that money to the firms, to the people who paid for those tariffs?
That's one of the big questions that came up at arguments. It was something that we were looking through now in this opinion. The top line is that the
Thank you, Luigi.
president cannot rely on this 1977 emergency law to impose tariffs without authorization from Congress, because this question is really about the extent of presidential power.
Neighbors and treaty partners whose economic integration with the United States.
Now I just caught homeboy. He AI. This one is AI. All of the other ones is real. But we gonna stay on topic. I just caught him because his mouth and the way it's moving. All the other stuff is official.
Had been decades in the making. Tariffs on Chinese imports that soared to heights not seen in modern economic history. All of it justified, according to the legal memos circulating through the West Wing, by a law that was never intended to serve as a president's personal taxation authority. The court took one look at this argument and in an opinion authored by the Chief Justice himself, declared
Definitely AI. Out of there. We stay on topic though, because all we really care about is the part about the tariffs, what's really going on. Are they being paid back? Here we go. The tariffs. What's really going on? Are they being paid back and how much? And what the hell happened to our money? We don't care about who's giving the information. That's how we doing it right there. What happened to our chunk? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, right now. All of a sudden, and another thing, you know how when you got beef with somebody and then somebody else don't like you, and then they get together and they start doing little slick stuff, or when one person act like they cool with you, you know what I'm talking about, right? That friend that's not really your friend, but acts like they're your friend. See what's going on over here. We got some unseen situations are going on over here. But there's somewhat of a theory about China's role in the Iran conflict. Is China actually helping Iran? Question. What do you guys think? Is China helping Iran? If anybody here thinks that it's a possibility that China is helping Iran out when it comes down to this WAR, give me a thumbs up. If you think China has nothing to do with it, give me a thumbs down and they're not involved at all. Thumbs up if you think they have something to do with it, and a thumbs down if you're thinking they have no involvement. I'm going to get right into this next clip. You guys got to hurry up because guess what? I'm going to tell you right now the answer. This is right now is going to be the answer if they're involved at all. Check this out. Okay, giving you guys a little bit of time, and here we go.
New this morning, the U.S. F-15 fighter jet that was shot down over Iran last month, which resulted in a dangerous rescue mission by U.S. forces, was reportedly struck by a Chinese-made shoulder-launched missile. And China has likely been providing Tehran with long-range early warning radar and missile systems since the beginning of.
Look at those thumbs up. You're right, Mark. Mark is right. Yvonne is right. Lanyan is right. And Sam. Yes, you're right. All you guys, y'all right. Y'all are right. There you go.
The conflict. I want to bring in Gatestone Institute senior fellow Gordon Chang. Gordon, Maria has reported on this program about China providing weapons to Iran. Your thoughts?
Yes.
Winter. See, Miss Keisha, yep.
China certainly has provided weapons to Iran. And the issue here is, when did they do that? If they did it after February 28th, then this is time for President Trump to carry through with his warnings of imposing an additional.
I'm glad you're the one that spelled. Look, who said that? Shoulder launch. Yes, angels amongst us. That means somebody was like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's crazy right there, right?
50% tariff on the goods of any country that has been supplying weapons to that country. So far, he has not done that. President Trump knows whether the Chinese have in fact supplied during this war. And it's not just those shoulder-fired missiles that brought down the F-15. It's these anti-ship cruise missiles, the CM-302s and the YJ-21Es. Those are really important. And we've seen these pictures of Chinese cargo planes arriving in Iran during the middle of the war. President Trump needs to talk to the American people about what were in those.
I like that observation, Jonathan Burks, who said China is testing their weapon system there in Ukraine. I got you. So now that they know that it works. Everybody, look at what Jonathan said. Jonathan made a great point. China's testing their weapon systems there in Ukraine. Very good point.
Because he certainly knows.
Interesting. Well, President Trump is now firing back against Xi Jinping, revoking the visa of a Chinese national working for the state news agency. This follows a similar move made by China, who banned New York Times reporter Vivian Wang after an appearance by the Taiwanese president at the paper's deal.
This is the thing that I really don't like, when politics play out like this. When you know you really don't rock with somebody, but y'all play like this when you're around each other. So we really know it's all fake. All of the all of that coming on in a certain way like that, all of that, royal treatment, it was all a farce. It's just like doing one slick thing and got the right in the person's back. You guys know what I'm talking about. Let's keep on moving forward, double tapping that screen and get these likes up. That's why you have to have a strong person that knows how to negotiate with people like that, because you have to understand what do they call foreign policy. You really need to understand foreign policy. You guys, if you appreciate the content, want to keep on seeing stuff like this. Also, if you have not already subscribed, what are you waiting for? And you know what I'm about to say too, right? Give me all the money in your pockets. Nah, I don't want all the money in your pockets. Snap it to a Slim Jim. Randy, Macho Man Savage. Nah, that's not what I want you to do. What I really want you to do is double tap that screen and get those likes up, because what that does gets many more people over here. And if we can get up to 300 likes today, you guys are going to be rolling up out of here. 6 people, 6 keychains, 6 people, 6 decals, 12 in total. All you got to do is email me after we reach 300. And where you're going to email me at? bridgethisllc@gmail.com. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up, you guys, because now I know what you're talking. I know what you're going to say. Boogotti, we ain't finished with the Pam Bondi stuff. I know. So let's get on over to Washington and see what's going on with Pam Bondi. As they say, she backpedals and as she breaks down her Epstein files testimony. I'm trying to get as much of this information as possible. I'm hoping that they release the entire interview. This way we'll be able to dive into that as well.
The Utah judges set to decide today whether.
Is that the one? Yeah, nah, we're not skipping to that. Let's go to Pam first.
It was a busy day Friday on Capitol Hill because lawmakers say former Attorney General Pam Bondi attempted to distance herself from the DOJ's handling of the Epstein files
During testimony before the House Oversight Committee. In a closed-door meeting on Friday, Bondi, who was fired in April, declined to answer questions from members about the president's involvement in anything connected to the document.
Declined to answer any questions about the president's involvement. You guys hear that, right? Pam Bondi has declined.
April declined to answer questions from members about the president's involvement in anything connected to the documents. She told committee members her former deputy, now acting AG Todd Blanche, was actually the one responsible for determining which documents would be released, along with repeatedly punting to FBI Director Cash Patel. Democrats say
There you go. United
those
States.
officials next, or at least that they
I like
want to,
that.
might be difficult given the fact that they're still in the minority. Bondi also conceded the documents released had redaction errors, which included victims' names and other identifying information, but said the department, quote, has been committed to accountability and transparency. Want to bring in former litigator and MS Now legal reporter Lisa Rubin. Lisa, I was struck by the
I feel like Pam Bondi is at this point, there's only but so much that she can do. And what she's doing right now is like basically having to protect herself by herself. Think about that, you guys. Whatever defense she has, whatever monetary she has herself, she has to protect herself. And I don't blame her for that part. She's a private citizen now, you know what I'm saying? But, as far as like what she's saying about Todd Blanche, I can say it's kind of a stretch as far as what I think. Jordan Dowdy, thank you so much for the 5 on it. That's right, 5 on it. Thank you, Jordan. We really appreciate you this morning for the $5 super chat. Everybody, thank Jordan for the super chat. We really appreciate it, and we take everything over here because we appreciate you. Let's get on over and see what's going on with this. Come now, selector. Bring it back now. Mom dummy, there is a super cat, now there is a dumb dummy. There is a super cat, now there is a dumb dummy. There is a super cat, now there is a dumb dummy. Dummy. Dummy, there is a super cat, now they use a dummy. There is a super cat, now they use a dummy. There is a super cat, my mayor is a dummy. Dummy. Yes, he is. He is. And I gotta be honest with you guys. That song is just creating itself. I don't even have to make the lyrics. All I got to do is just keep watching his actions. How do you do something like this? I don't care what religion you are. I don't care what ethnicity you are. I don't myself hang around with the Sam Champion, appreciate you as well. I don't hang around with the broken wristed click, things like that. I don't hang around with, but that does not mean if I came a politician that I wouldn't. And you probably would be able to use all of that against me. Yeah, Boogotti, you used to always say broken wristed. I know you guys, and I'll be like, you know what? I gotta own that. Thought it was funny, whatever, like that. But you know what? I'd still go out there and I'd still be the right mayor, and I'd apologize and own my mistakes. I'd say, you know what, guys, I know I was wrong for that. And if that was something that I really meant, I would really own it. But something that this guy's doing is kind of different. I'm not even gonna say it's it's religion. I don't know if it's personal. I don't know what the reasoning is. I don't know what his reasoning is. But as far as tradition is concerned, mayors traditionally go to these parades. Every single one of them, most of the time, not only just to show face, but actually to really find out what's going on with the community, show the religion and the people that you actually do care. And if there are leaders there and people that want to speak to you about things, they see that you're there in the light and understanding of them as well. You cannot be on one-sided when it comes down to politics. You just can't be. That's why you have to make a major decision before you become a mayor or a person in politics. That's why I've been borderline on it. Not thinking, not really wanting to actually get into politics. The reason I'm saying all of this right now is because the mayor, Mom Dummy, now Easy Supercat, now he's a dummy, decided that he was not going to go to the parade and respectfully show up for religions, and he has his own reasons for this. Let's see what Mom Dummy has done instead of going to the parade and respecting the Jewish people, their religion, and seeing. And how about this? If you have a problem with someone somewhere else, that doesn't reflect on the people that are here in your community. That's like saying, all these people are bad, all those people are bad. I've caught myself saying that before, and I've had to correct myself. So I have to stand in what I believe, and I just think he's wrong for what he's doing here.
As New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani making history as the first mayor to skip the city's annual Israel Day parade in more than 6 decades. Instead, NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch proudly led the parade as Grand Marshal. And while Mayor Mamdani wasn't there, our next guest was Denise Cohen, founder of The Rational New Yorker. She joins me now. It's to be clear, Tisch was there in personal capacity. So, with that as the backdrop, not only did Mamdani show, but did any part of the mayor's office, anyone from that administration, actually make an appearance?
Very rude.
They didn't actually. That's where you see Mamdani's personal positions carry over into how he conducts the mayor's office. He has 6 deputy mayors right now. Not one of them showed up. He has somebody running an interfaith community office within the Department of Mass Engagement. Didn't show up. And then worst of all was the head of the anti-Semitism office, who has attended in the past, but no longer knows how to define anti-Semitism. She didn't show.
Okay.
So no Marxist at the parade, but we did have Jessica Tisch and our very favorite.
What kind of message does this send?
From Mamdani?
Yeah.
It's the same message he's been sending from the beginning. He has an agenda, and he's going to make us suffer through it. What I think is very important is for people on the receiving end of it, not just Jewish New Yorkers, but any New Yorkers, is not to be outraged, not to be shocked by anything he does anymore. Instead, we just need to buckle down and see that he has an agenda. The agenda is.
I gotta say it, Adam Trebek, you are so right. He's done nothing but fail. I'm talking about nothing. 6 deputy mayors, why? People, I'm talking about just some of the stupidest people, some of the dumbest things that he's got going on in this city. It just doesn't make any sense. He doesn't want his people to look at him like they look at AOC, being the only one female at one of their rallies. Okay, you mean the way that she had on that what is that what's that, the parka that she had on the other day? I don't know what that was about. Thank you so much, G-Man, because we definitely do love our mods around here. Let's keep on moving. And again, never trust anyone that smiles in every photo. Who said that? Brian King Falcone? Hey, Brian, does that remind you of somebody else that we always talk about around here? Someone that's always smiling? He's always doing this. You know what I'm saying? And I always said he got that brown streak. It looked like the Avatar streak, but no, it starts from here, because he's always got it up in a certain person's butt. You know what I'm talking about. Always smiling, and I just can't stand him ever since the first time I ever saw him. People like that you got to watch out for. And allegedly, you know who I'm talking about, right? Howard Lutnick, always smiling. Watch out for people like that. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go.
The society rotting movement, which can easily spread outside of New York. And unless we sort of buckle up, make sure we stay informed and get active, this could be pretty ugly.
I'm glad you mentioned it could spread beyond New York, because the people watching at home are like, okay, you guys cover Mamdani a lot. It feels like you're doing local New York news, but what's your response to those people who say this is just a parade, this is just New York City?
It's not. Mamdani is the poster child for the Democratic Socialists of America, who have actually said in their charter that they want to take over the Democratic Party from within. And they're doing that. The Democrats are letting them steamroll over all of that.
Oh God! So that's another thing, guys. You guys believe that? Do you guys believe that the Democrats are allowing themselves to get steamrolled over? We got to keep on moving forward. What I got over here? No, wait. Did I do that already? No, we didn't do that already. And where is it then? I want to make sure we get to that. I cannot go without seeing that. I want to make sure you guys get that. So where we at right now? Okay, cool. Let's get on up to this one here. Where we at right now? Because this kind of peeing me off about that right there. I don't like that. I don't respect people that do things like that. But yeah, let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because we got to get on over to Utah. It's time, you guys. We got to get on over and see what's going on with this judge that's going to decide if Tyler Robinson his case will be open to the public. And I'm not liking this because, like I said, these state cases, they're supposed to be open to the public. Now they're trying anything in their power. I want to know what you guys have to say about this, because I know we have a lot of mixed ideas on this one. What do you think about the Tyler Robinson case? If you think he's not guilty, they've got the wrong person. If you think it's taken too long for the case, I want to know what you guys think right now about the Utah case. Again, I'm sorry, about the case from Eric. Eric Kurt. No, not Erica Kurt. Charlie Kirk assassinate Charlie Kirk, Power, Tyler Robinson. I got to be careful with my words. I'm sorry, you guys. Uh, Charlie Kirk was assassinated by Tyler Robinson. I'm so sorry. So what do you guys think about that? Anything that you say, I'm gonna read it. What you got? Probably staged, more than likely staged, psyop. Oh, that's true. We love our family members. Okay, what else you got about this? Casey's my brother. Okay, there you go, Sam Champion. I want to know what you guys thinking about this Tyler Robinson case. BB did it. Yes, I want to know about that. Glad it's open now. I think I saw it. Angels, that's one of the, okay, that's the one. Who married their brother? Oh, you talking about Ilhan Omar. Okay, let's keep on. Let's stay back on topic, you guys. Oh yeah, alligator smiles are the thing. Come on, you guys, let's bring it back in. What do you guys think about this case right here? I want to know what you think.
To block a key hearing for Charlie Kirk's accused killer from public view. In that hearing, prosecutors will lay out the evidence they say links him to the murder, but defense attorneys want the judge to keep the public and the media out. Prosecutors say the public has a right to watch the justice system at work. Let's bring in trial attorney and ABC News legal analyst Brian Buckmeyer for more. Hi, Brian. So what does the judge have to weigh in this decision?
And in thinking about the concept of whether or not to basically televise what's going to be this preliminary hearing, this mini trial, if you would so describe it as, the judge is going to measure constitutional rights, being the First Amendment to media's access.
Angels, you're right.
As well as the Sixth Amendment right to a public and fair and impartial jury. If the defense is making the argument, and they are,
Randy says Tyler Robinson is a patsy.
that to put out all this information would deprive Tyler Robinson of a fair and impartial jury when the trial does ultimately happen. That's the argument that's going to be made there. But the prosecution and, of course, the media are going to come in with their own argument saying the light of day is the best thing for a trial, and being able to see a key hearing like this, a preliminary hearing set for July 6th to the 10th, is going to be important for the public to see the mechanisms of the justice system work.
I'm kind of pissed off about it because of the fact that it's not a federal case. It's not. I mean, if it's a federal case, they keep the cameras out. If it's a state case, they let the cameras and the people come in. I don't like that because we don't get to see it. We see those stupid photos and we see the sketches and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I hate when like it's a federal case. We never really get to see what's going on in there. And then not only that, when the cameras were allowed in the beginning, when he was going to hearings, they were saying that the cameras can't go anywhere near his mouth or when he's talking or whatever. So it's like they've already got these stipulations in play. We already understand that. And it's been much stronger in serious cases than this that have been able to be televised. They're trying anything to try to get this guy to do anything but go to court.
Prosecution is agreeing that certain things may need to stay private, but that you can do that by restricting those specific pieces of evidence. How do you expect the defense to argue against that?
I think it's going to be based on the evidence, because here the defense is saying, a lot of this evidence doesn't need to be shown publicly. The media does not need to see, for example, still shots of surveillance video or forensic evidence where the prosecution says they have evidence of Tyler Robinson's DNA on the trigger of the gun that was shot. Forensics also like the spent shell casings, or even a note that prosecutors are saying that Robinson sent to a romantic partner saying, I have the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, I'm going to take it. A lot of this evidence, the judge is going to do the balancing act of what is too prejudicial, what is probative, and what's fair to show to the public.
There's two cases like that are so similar right now that I see that are almost having the same sort of promotion, the same sort of media coverage, and the same thing going on. That would be the Charlie Kirk case with Tyler Robinson right here, and the other one would be Luigi Mangione. It seems like there's just so much when it comes around to the defense and how they're just going about their attempted defense of trying to defend their defendants. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's get on over to Baltimore right now because we got a video that shows allegedly suspects in this Baltimore powwowing that injured a child and a man. Come on, Baltimore. Come on, Miss Swanza. What's going on out there? You know anything about this right here? What's happening over here? Huh? Anybody know about this? This is crazy right here.
Time, Baltimore City Police now releasing this surveillance video of the suspects wanted in connection with.
Now, you see this right here? This is exactly Grand Theft Auto, the video game that we guys always talk about, how they act like, just like the simulations and the mods and stuff. And I don't mean mods like this, I mean modulators and stuff like that, the way that they call them, Sims or whatever. Yeah, these guys act the same way in real life as they do in the video game.
The shooting that injured an 11-year-old boy at a playground in West Baltimore. You see the suspects getting out of that white vehicle and then running across the street with weapons in hand. Community activists were out in the neighborhood.
What's up, Suzette?
Concerned residents. WJZ is live at 6. Caroline Forback joins us now with the very latest on this situation, Caroline.
As police search for those suspects, community activists are back in
NPCs, yeah.
families who are still shaken by this shooting.
What's up, Donnell?
In a video posted on Facebook, Gary McCarter says she was coaching step in the building next to this playground at Pennsylvania Avenue and Dolphin Street when gunshots rang out Wednesday evening.
For years, I've been trying to find a safe place to practice.
In the video, she says the season is now canceled indefinitely.
And we just don't have anywhere.
New surveillance video released by BPD shows two suspects getting out of a white car dressed in black and firing rifles. Police say they shot a 26-year-old man multiple times. Investigators believe the 26-year-old was their intended target, but they also struck an 11-year-old boy who was on the playground at the time.
I think knowing some of the details of how it happened bothers me. No one should be shot at all, especially a child. So yeah, emotionally, it didn't sit right at all.
I have a letter from the mayor. We'll knock on the door.
Friday, leaders from the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement and other community organizations returned to the Upton neighborhood to listen to neighbors' concerns.
Especially after this incident, I think some of the neighbors and parents are concerned for their children and their grandchildren.
Chief of Community Engagement Rick Fontaine Leandri says they're trying to connect people with resources and even employment in an effort to address systemic issues that contribute to neighborhood violence.
Bring resources, therapists, on call. We post up in the rec center over here. We have brought some therapists to the school to work with the children. Whenever there's an incident, a traumatic incident, community needs healing.
And the boy is in stable condition now, and we're told that he is making progress. Baltimore police are asking anyone with information to contact them or leave an anonymous tip with Metro Crime Stoppers. Reporting on your corner here in Baltimore, Caroline Forback for WJZ.
Meantime, Baltimore.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh boy, boy, boy. I'm glad that he didn't lose his life though, because I'm tired of reporting stories where we're talking about, oh, we want to pray for the life and the soul and stuff like that. Let's pray for recovery right now. Let's pray for healing. And let's also pray that they have some mental healing as well. Because come on now, so many people get injured in things like this, especially as a walk by, minding your business, happen to be in the neighborhood. Next thing you know, you're nervous because you never know what's going to happen. So yes, and this is an 11-year-old boy here. So we really hope that has 100% recovery. And as far as when it comes down to the mental, let's get over this mentally and not have any sort of things that's deterring him from being the young man and the man that he can be. And hopefully be able to get out that neighborhood if it's going to constantly be that bad. This is how it is sometimes, you guys. Sometimes you got to go. Amen. I know it would have been like West Philadelphia, born and raised in the playground as well. Most of my days, they would have been like, you're moving with your auntie and uncle, and hell, Boogotti, hell, they got me up out of there after that. Especially if I would have lived, oh yeah. Praying for them and praying for 100% speedy recovery. Let's go, you guys. We got to get on over to see what's going on with this United flight. Why do people wait till they get in the air to start acting crazy? What's that about? You want to wait till you get all the way up in the air, 1,000 feet up in the sky, start doing stupid stuff, huh? This is going over Minneapolis. They're supposed to be leaving. It's United flight. Any of you guys hear about this? There was a flight that was diverted because of a 75-year-old man who was trying to, yeah, I can't even say that word. I don't even want to say it. The plane. So now the plane was diverted to Minneapolis because of this. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, and let's get this going. And if you appreciate the content, let's double tap that screen, get those likes up to get more people over here, and share the show as well. Let's get that arrow, hit that arrow, get that share. Put it on Facebook. Let everybody know what show you watch. Thank you so much, Suzette Sumner, member for 1 month. I hope you really appreciate the show. You putting me to work. I got to earn that membership right there. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's go. Let's get it.
And with a terrifying midair scare, a United pilot issuing a hijacking alert. The United flight heading to Minneapolis suddenly diverted to Madison, Wisconsin after a 75-year-old man allegedly tried to storm the cockpit. Law enforcement officials on board that plane working together to subdue the man. We're now learning about the investigation and that passenger. ABC's Ike.
So now, this is my question to you guys. Do you think it's fair? Wise Eyes, yeah, Wise Eyes, how you doing? Good morning. And good morning, Miss Keisha. Also want to ask you a question. Look at Miss Kendra walk up in the building and Rebecca Lanya and Bueno. Look at that. I start smiling when I see you guys up in here. What's up, Mike Holmes? How you doing? Also want to ask you guys, is that the okay time to do the boo bap, boo bap? I know he's 75 years old, but y'all trying to get somewhere. Do you think we should A, divert the plane to get him off, wasting multiple hours, B, try to subdue him, hold him down, and divert the plane, or three, number three is boop bap, lock him up, subdue him, still do the flight, get everybody where they gotta be at, and then take him off by police. Because we got somewhere to be. And we ain't trying to go to Minneapolis when we're trying to get to New York or LA. Which one you guys think? Hold on a minute. I would have boo bap them, right? Number three, right, Luigi? You know what? Let's go ahead and subdue him all the way to make sure that he's down. Woo wap, woo wap. Oh, but he's 75 years old, Boogotti. Yeah, but he shouldn't have tried to do that on the plane when we're trying to get somewhere. It's long enough waiting through the TSA. Long enough waiting to get your bags. Oh, you want to get on the plane and act crazy? Whoop, bang. And then you do this too while he's sleeping. Yeah, then you put him in the corner somewhere. Lean him over there right there. If you come back to again, he gonna want to fake like he's sleep messing with me. Exactly. I don't care if he's 75 years old, give him the business. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Is he crazy?
Joshi leading us off tonight.
Tonight, an investigation after authorities say a 75-year-old man repeatedly attempted to breach the cockpit door on a United Airlines flight from Chicago. 5 members of law enforcement on board struggled to subdue him in the aisle.
It's actually a situation where we might have to close the airfield due to potential hijack.
The Boeing 7...
And you can't say he ain't strong. You know, y'all gonna be like, yo, Boogotti, he's 75 years old, so you shouldn't hit him. They just said 5 people couldn't subdue him. He could take a hit. 5 people couldn't subdue him. He's strong. You know what I'm saying? Just gotta rock his socks off. Catch him the right way. Y'all hold him right. Boom. I'd have had him snoring. What? Don't play with me. I'm trying to get somewhere too, and y'all not gonna lock me up for this, right? Hold on a minute.
37 bound for Minneapolis with 147 passengers and 6 crew on board. But just before 9 p.m., all of that changed. The captain diverting the plane to Dane County, Wisconsin.
Yeah, we'll land.
I ain't trying to go to no Dane County. I was planning on going to New York. Oh yeah, hold on a minute. It's you the one doing it? Stop playing with me, y'all. What y'all got for me right here? Oh, the piggy snore. Oh yeah, that was exactly what that was. Keep on playing, because I gotta weed you out right now. Don't think that I ain't deadly with this. Anybody know MOP? Boom! Just got somebody out of here just now. Be nice, everybody. We're respectful up in here. These are only jokes. I'm only joking. I ain't really talking about doing it unless you guys tell me it's okay to. Let's keep on going, y'all. What y'all got? What y'all got for me over here? Stop by the river at the rate, never get home today. Imagine back in the day when pilots didn't need to worry about all this cockpit problems and stuff. He would have got United ass. See what I'm saying? Look at Brian. You want to get somewhere and he's stopping you? Yeah, he would have got his what? He would have caught the sidelines from the sidelines, says Wise Eyes.
Parents have law enforcement standby. The aircraft is safe, but I'm very confident with the 5 that we all board back there.
Witnesses say sheriff's deputies immediately boarded the plane. Mike Rundle was traveling with his wife.
5 police officers came on the plane and asked the gentleman to stand up, put handcuffs on him, and walked him out. Taking this very seriously, and of course you have to. If you don't really know what the intentions are of any person that might be trying to get into a cockpit of a commercial airplane.
The remaining passengers resuming their flight after security checks.
somebody with some sort of device and a sweatshirt that said bomb squad walked by, you're going to have to go to the gate so law enforcement could sweep the plane.
Dane County, Wisconsin authorities say the man appeared to be confused and in a mental health crisis. Now, the FBI is handling this investigation and say no charges are being pursued at this time.
You see what I'm saying? You messed up everybody's flight, just got up out of there with handcuffs on, and then had to just be walked out. Nah, that's when you just put him to sleep. He's tired. You sleepy, ain't you? Trying to get in the cockpit, you sleepy. Bap! Now put him to sleep. Let him go over there while we really go to where we gotta go. Since y'all ain't gonna do nothing to him, man, listen, they be messing up my flight for nobody else, mental issues. I don't care about that. I'm not that concerned. Call me what you want. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I got a meeting to get to. Hell out of here. And you know that security suite wasn't no 5 or 10 minutes. Everybody get off the plane. Deplane. Now we got to send the dog in. Now we got, come on, that's like 4 or 5 more hours, man. Put his ass to sleep. Put him in the corner. Look, he's fine. He's sleeping. Lullaby and good night. He be over there singing lullabies. No need to count sheep after I get to him. Call me what you want to. I'll take that. Call me what you want. We going on over to Snellville. We got a bride that lost her husband. That was a pilot, as well as his friend that was a pilot, the day of their wedding. Imagine I don't even want to imagine this, getting married or watch somebody getting married, and their way that they're leaving is not the traditional way with the car with the cans on the back. They get on a helicopter and they leave, and the next thing you know, the helicopter crashes. You guys heard about this. Sad story. And the wife is the only one who made it. Sad situation out of here, you guys. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up. We got a lot more stories like this coming up.
Tonight, we are hearing from the parents of the groom who died in a helicopter crash in Dawson County. The bride is still recovering tonight. Channel 2's Brian Mims has more on the groom's concerns before the helicopter took off.
The parents are heartbroken, of course, but they're holding tight to their faith in God for comfort and strength. They lived with their son here in Snellville. And we have some good news. They say the bride may be getting out of the hospital in the next day or two.
Would you even, how would you even, I know I'm probably going to be wrong, but lost your husband and something like that the day you guys got married? Oh.
She suffered a lot of bruises and cuts, but no broken bones. Emotionally, she's devastated.
What's up, Sky?
The parents of the groom reflected on a beautiful life.
He was a precious child. It's a gift of God for us. And he was a God-fearing child. He was so handsome, beautiful.
And what a beautiful wedding it was Friday at the Revere wedding venue outside Dawsonville. Fiji George's son, Dave Fiji, was 25 years old and glowing. He met his bride, Jessney, a nurse, a decade ago at New Testament Church.
We could say it was a perfect wedding. Perfect wedding. We couldn't ask anything more.
Faba Fiji is Dave's mom.
Both of them told us that they could sense the presence of God at the altar, a tangible presence of God.
The reception wrapped up around 9:30. The bride and groom were to leave on a helicopter to Peachtree DeKalb Airport, then spend the night in a hotel in downtown Atlanta. It was rainy and foggy. The groom was himself a pilot at Delta, and his dad says his son expressed concern about flying with such low visibility.
He said, I wouldn't fly, we would not fly in this visibility.
But he says the pilot decided to fly at a higher altitude. Shortly after takeoff, the Robinson R-66 helicopter crashed in a densely wooded area with steep hills in southwest Dawson County. Dave Fiji and the pilot died. Jessney was trapped in the wreckage and trees for 5 hours. She knew her husband was gone.
He said when she woke up, she was going on and off under the rubble. When she woke up, she saw him lying on her chest.
He was lying on her chest.
And when she herself is a nurse, and when she touched him, she called him. His body was already cold.
This is a family deeply planted in their Christian faith, and Jessney adored her husband.
She always says there could never be a man that would preserve himself like Dave did. He was kind, he was gentle, he was selfless. We have the confidence that God perfected the work that he started in his life.
The parents told me they had never seen their son happier than he was on the day of his wedding. The National Transportation Safety Board will determine the cause of the crash, including if the weather contributed to it. The helicopter was owned by Prestige Helicopters based at Peachtree DeKalb Airport and runs charter flights for a number of wedding venues across North Georgia. The pilot's name has not been released. In Gwinnett County, Brian Mims, Channel 2 Action News.
Man, terrible tragedy right there, you guys. You know what we do over here. We want to pray for every single person that lost their lives in this tragedy, the pilot, as well as the co-pilot, which was her husband, as well as her brand new husband. Want to pray for her as well and the family, because as you can see, they were a very, again, very serious and deeply rooted Christian family, and they prayed very thoroughly, as you guys can see. They said that they felt the presence of God at their wedding. You guys knew that that was going to be a very beautiful union. So sad. And I see people in the comments that are saying something that are very important and very serious. Doesn't matter, even if it's the last moment, you guys. If you feel something in your gut, just don't even do it. Sometimes if you feel it, don't do it. And if you understand your education and things that you know that you've been dealing with for a long time, just go a different way about it. If they got to call a cab for you, an Uber, I'd rather us get up out of there safe than go out that way. I want to pray for the family as well as their souls. Amen. Yeah, and you heard what they said. He said that it was bad visibility. Somebody in the comments said, "Well, go with your gut." As far as I saw somebody say, "Go with your gut." Liberty and Justice says Democrats, Republicans, Independents, and Conservatives, and all are welcome here. Our goal is civil discussion and finding solutions, good vibes, and staying on topic. It's all that we ask you guys. So happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome. It's our bottom line, and that comes in from Liberty and Justice, you guys. Thank you so much. We got to keep on moving forward over here. We're going over to Baltimore again. Are we going back over to Baltimore? Or I think we did that again. I hope so. I think, yeah, we did that already. I don't want to get back to that story. I think we doubled it down there. If we made that mistake, yeah, I think we did. We did that already. I don't want to do that one again. Let's get past that one. Let's go on over to Las Vegas. Another one that I can't believe, police say this man, his sister's attacker after a domestic. So of course, you're gonna take care of your sister. Your sister is in another room with her boyfriend. They're fighting. You go in there like, yo, bro, chill out. Like, stop fighting. You don't put hands on him or nothing like that. He starts getting even harder to deal with. So yeah, turned it up a notch. And you next thing you know, boom, boom, and he's no longer alive. Let's get on over to Las Vegas, where this brother protected his sister and basically wound up pow-powing her boyfriend because he was protecting her.
Southwest Valley neighborhood shaken tonight. Police say a man shot and killed his sister's boyfriend inside a home following an alleged assault. Thank you for joining us here at 11. I'm Jessamine Wolk. 8 News Now reporter Aaron Ariano is live along Jade Mountain Court near Rainbow and Windmill, where he spoke with neighbors about what they witnessed. Aaron.
Jessamine, Metro Police say that the brother and sister allegedly involved in the shooting investigation are cooperating with police. No charges right now filed against the brother, who police say intervened between his sister and her boyfriend.
Looks like self-defense, but it's pretty crazy, yeah.
LVPD dispatch received a 911 call from a female caller saying that her brother had just shot her boyfriend.
Metro Homicide Lieutenant Robert Price says the call came in around 5 o'clock Sunday morning. Police rushing to the scene, finding the boyfriend suffering from gunshot wounds.
It appears the boyfriend and girlfriend were in a physical altercation where the male half was battering the female. The brother overheard the commotion, went upstairs, and seen the male half beating his sister.
That's when Price says the brother tried to stop the boyfriend to no avail. He then allegedly got his gun, shooting and killing his sister's boyfriend. This woman speaking with us anonymously.
Seem like a domestic issue. Yeah, there was screaming.
What's up, Seattle?
The area is mostly peaceful and had their thoughts about details police are providing.
Just what you do. You gotta protect your family and your home, right?
You defend someone else who's, being taken advantage of or being beaten on, especially. I mean, don't just turn a blind eye and let it happen. I don't believe in that.
Lieutenant Price says that they're looking at elements of self-defense in this case. Nonetheless, it does require a thorough investigation before they hand it over to the DA. Reporting live near Rainbow and Windmill, Aaron Ariano, 8 News Now.
Keep on moving forward, you guys. And of course, you know what we do over here. We definitely got to get those prayers up because we don't never condone anything like this for happening. Really sad tragedy right there. You guys, I want to pray for the souls of people that's lost, as well as the families. Gonna definitely need the support at these times to stay strong. Very sad situation, you guys. Amen. Yeah, I saw you guys talking about his 1987 porn star mustache. I just didn't, I couldn't do anything about it. It looked sort of porn star mustaches slash Garfield or something, but just couldn't say too much about it at that point, you guys, because of how serious the situation was. Let's get on over to North Carolina and Charlotte. And I know you guys were like, man, can't Charlotte, North Carolina do something different? I don't know, you guys, but you keep on making the top news. You keep on making top stories. I tell you that. We got a tragic situation right here. All I'm going to say is this. Please, please pay attention to your children. And when it comes down to like leaving your children unattended, Jawaka Teamers and all of the certain mothers and out there, I just got to be honest with you because I've seen it before. I've been in places like public laundromats where you're letting your kids just take over the place and train stations yelling and screaming and doing all types of stuff or whatever. Then they look at you and you're like, what? It's a baby. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I understand that, you give them some leeway, but some leeway you don't. You pay attention to where your children are. You make sure that they're respectful, and you make sure that they're not putting their hands on things. That's what my mother always did. She said, boy, we're going to go in here. And I'm going to tell you like this. If they ask you, you better not say that you're hungry, number one, because I'm going to feed you, and I already fed you. Number two, you better not put your hands on nothing. Don't touch nothing in these people's house. Don't touch nothing. And I'm going to tell you one thing like this. If anything was to happen to walk out of here in your pockets, it's gonna be me and you after it's over. And you better not let me have to say nothing to you. You know what I'm talking about. She give you those rules before she take you to somebody's house. That's a good mother right there. Because at least she's pre-warning you. At least she's telling you these things, if you follow these guidelines, you're gonna be okay. But if not, your ass is mine when we get home. You might not even make it home before you catch the you know what I'm saying? Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's get on over to this escalator situation where parents really need to pay attention to their children because there's details of a very tragic situation that happened to a 4-year-old. The mom got arrested after this because she was not paying attention to the young boy as he was playing on an escalator in the airport as she was waiting for her luggage to come. I don't know about any flights that take an hour for your baggage to come, but this right here is sad right here. Very sad. Let's go. Escalator accident.
A tragic escalator accident at the airport in Charlotte, North Carolina. New surveillance now showing a 3-year-old boy in the moments before he fell to his death.
3 years old, held on to the side of the escalator, went too high up, couldn't hold on, and fell off. His sister fell first, but she didn't get hurt that because she fell short of distance.
His mother now facing charges, authorities accusing her of leaving her children alone for almost an hour. Here's Gio Benitez. Tonight, in newly released video, we're seeing what happened seconds before a tragic accident at Charlotte Douglas International Airport. ABC News will not show you the full clip, but you can see 2 children appearing to play next to an escalator.
There's actually 3 of them. You got one here at the bottom next to the button, and then you got the 2 up there. The 2 up there playing by the escalator by themselves. Already wrong. Already wrong. Where's she at?
Then grab onto the handrail. They are taken up and disappear out of frame, but moments later, the children would fall. In another angle obtained by ABC affiliate WSOC in Charlotte, people rushed to help the child near the airport's baggage claim area. 3-year-old Jaden Coward was taken to the hospital where he later died. The boy's mother, 25-year-old Jeteria Leitner, said they had just landed from Florida and were waiting for their baggage. But police say other video shows she let the children play on and around the escalator for an hour and that she wasn't seen in that video. Police charged her with misdemeanor child abuse. And David, the mother's attorney has said she's not guilty of child abuse and that she was sitting just 10 to 15 feet away at the time of the accident. The mother herself telling WSOC in October that she's devastated and grieving. David, just an awful story all the way around to your face.
Double tap that screen and get those likes up, man. I want to pray for that 3-year-old to put those prayers up, and I'm praying. I don't know, the mother, you were very negligent in what you did. I want to pray for that baby's soul. I want to pray for the rest of the children because now, Lord knows who they're going to have watching them and taking care of them. And I want to pray that people look at stories like this and they learn from them or they show it to people. You can even post them on your Facebook and on your Instagram page in different places so that people can be aware of why it's so important to watch your children, especially when they're that young, especially when they're that young. Amen, you guys. Let's go. We got to keep on going because now we got another situation because you know how they leave dogs in the car in Florida and then they break the windows out and they get them out of there? Got another one for you. But first, I want to ask you: are you appreciating the show? Are you getting a lot of content that you like? Let me ask you guys: have you already subscribed to the channel? Have you already become a member? If not, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right down there. We're trying to get up to 73,000 subscribers. And we're right there. That's right. We're trying to keep on getting those numbers up, even though they're trying to, you know what it is. We got about 50 something days left, and we're going to keep on doing what we got to do because we're still number one. Also got a good interview coming up with someone who was someone who how can I say self-assisted? How do you say that? When someone assisted someone in the S word. Yeah, he assisted someone in taking themselves out. I can't say that word on this platform, but we have that video that's coming up with Kenneth Miner. You guys probably heard about this story back in 2014, where there was a doctor who was on what was that, CBS, and this story made CBS, where there was a doctor who didn't want to live anymore, and he asked somebody to help him do this. Come to find out, this guy Kenneth Miner was the one that he approached, and it wound up happening. Kenneth Miner wound up getting about 14 years in prison. Tells everything about the story and what happened. It's pretty crazy when you guys think about it. Yes, someone approached him and said that they don't want to be here anymore, and he actually assisted them. We interviewed him. It's going to be up on probably up on the network tomorrow. You guys will be able to see that once we get the thumbnail together. And I'm going to bring you guys into that because I'm going to do a little snippet before we even get into that. So we'll bring you guys into that show. Hopefully you guys appreciate it. But now we're going to get on over to a Florida woman who has been locked up. Watch your head. And I don't know if she's getting out. I don't know if she's getting out. And I don't know if you guys would think that she should get out, because what she did was even worse than leaving a dog in the vehicle. She left a child in the vehicle, and the child was found unresponsive. Let's get on over to Florida and see what's going on with this story, this situation right here, you guys. Let's keep on going. Let's go. Is that this one right? There you go.
Now to some breaking news out of Volusia County, where a mother is facing charges tonight after police say that she left her 3-year-old alone in a car for 2 hours. West News' David Jones is joining us live in front of the Plasma Center where this arrest took place. David, how is that child doing tonight?
Luana, we know that little child, that little 3-year-old, had to be taken to the hospital in critical condition. It all happened outside of this plasma donation center here in DeLand. The outlook for that child, according to DeLand police, is a positive one, but the mother is looking at time in jail. 27-year-old Latana Williams was placed under arrest outside of the Biomat USA Plasma Donation Center. Investigators say around 4:30 this afternoon, Williams had left the child inside of that car for 2 hours while she was inside. They also provided a picture of that car. According to police, a bystander had initiated CPR before responders arrived, and when they arrived, they took that little child again to the hospital in critical condition. DeLand PD is reminding parents and guardians of the importance of checking your back seat. Meanwhile, Williams has denied any wrongdoing. She has been placed under arrest, has been taken to jail, charged with first-degree felony child neglect. We're covering Volusia County, live in DeLand. David Jones, West 2 News.
I show stories like this not because to try to get shock value, not because of anything like that. I show stories like that to hopefully educate people educate people on what's going on out there so that people can not do things like that. You can't, how can you even think about leaving your child in the car for 2 hours, especially in a place like Florida, or period. If they're with you, they're with you. If I got to go inside this place with them, I got to go with them. If I have to reschedule this meeting, I got to reschedule it. What the hell did she forget? Exactly, Eric. Didn't make any sense. I don't understand. I want to pray for the soul of that child. I want to pray that she gets the full amount of time that she's supposed to get, even though I know I'm not supposed to do that. I know. I think that they need to really keep her away from any child ever moving forward, and possibly ever, if she ever thought about having kids again. That is 100% neglect. You never do anything like that to a child, leaving them in no car for no long periods of time like that. Even with the preceding video that we saw, leaving them by themselves playing like that and not even knowing what's going on with them. What's going on with these people out here calling themselves parents? Want to pray for the children. And yet, this is the time when we do need the community and the neighborhood. If you see things like that, please say something. If you see a child being treated badly, please say something as well. Amen. Because the next story that we're going to get into is exactly that. It's exactly that. If you know somebody has a child, you need to really say something about, hey, where's that child at? You don't have to, tell them about it either. I mean, if you feel strongly about something possibly happening to a child, you can put in an anonymous call to ACS and various networks that'll come out and investigate if you don't want to be a part of the investigation, which I understand, because sometimes you might be saving a child's life. I'm telling you that right now. Get on over here to this next story. I'm talking about, this is one of the worst stories that I've ever shown you guys on this network, on this show right here, and it probably will stand in that position for a very long time, because I never thought that I would be showing you guys something like this. I never thought that it would be possible. You think that those two stories was bad? You think those two stories was bad? Oh no, those two stories was nothing compared to what happened in this Texas situation. We got, whoo, let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. It gets more people over here. We got illiterate, and I'm saying that because I want more people to see this. We've got these illiterate children who were rescued from a Temple home. I think they mean to say Tempe. Tempe is in Texas. That's right, Tempe. And that smelled like, the house smelled like death. That's right. And guess what? They have never been to school, ever. Just keep on going, you guys. Yeah.
Are behind bars tonight after two young children were found living in what Temple police described as deplorable conditions, surrounded by rotting garbage, maggots, and filth.
Tonight, News 10's Jasmine Watts spoke with neighbors who say the signs were there. They just didn't know how serious they were. Jasmine. Yeah, that's right, Lauren and Gordon. Officers were called to East. Yep.
Thank you so much for correcting me. There's also a Temple, Texas, and that's where they're at. G.A. Bunny, appreciate you. Thank you.
Young Avenue 9 days ago after neighbors noticed the smell they couldn't ignore. But what they found inside that home is something the street won't soon forget. It looked like any other house on East Young Avenue in Temple, but behind that door, officers say two children ages 8 and 10 were living in conditions almost too disturbing to describe. Rotting garbage covered every surface, maggots filled the sink, rodent species throughout. The children were found sitting in a bathtub half filled with dirty water, their clothes filthy, their hair matted and infested with bugs. According to an arrest affidavit, the children told officers they had never been to school. They say they were the ones caring for each other because the two men in that home were not providing them with food. My sister was the one who called police. I know Seth said the police and maybe like.
Yeah, Angels, I just checked because you said that. It says 1 day ago. I know I wouldn't know, but it's not old. It's actually new, sadly. I wish it was old.
A detective were still outside. And so I came outside and the smell hit me even worse. Scout Guy says her sister made that call after recognizing the smell she knew all too well. She says she wants to work as a mortician, and when the odor became undeniable, she told police she feared the elderly man next door had died. Neighbor Melissa Garcia says she has lived on this block for 7 years. She says she occasionally hears a child playing alone in the backyard of the house after dark on school nights.
And it was a weekday, so I was like, why is she up?
Yet she never knew those kids had never set foot in a classroom.
I'm glad that they took the kids away. Those men deserve what they get right now, because that's not right. You don't ever treat a child that way.
ever. 34-year-old Michael Robbins and 68-year-old John Robbins were arrested on May 22nd, 2 days after officers made entry into that home. Both are charged with abandoning or endangering a child with intent. And
He look like he from the Lord of the Rings over there. Oh, Lord of the Rings looking one. He look like a younger version of him. Must be father and son. Look like, what's the name of that guy off Lord of the Rings? Don't he look like him? Oh my God, he look like a younger version of him. And look how sunken and deep and just down they look. Devils.
abandoning or endangering a child with intent.
Dumbledore, right?
On $60,000 bonds at the Bell County Jail.
Yeah,
The children were
Dumbledore.
taken to McLean Children's
Gandalf.
Hospital. Child Protective Services are involved. From what I hear, they didn't even have documentation that they weren't like on the legal system or anything. So I hope that's things will be a lot better for them from now on. Neighbors here tell me they're still processing what happened, just steps from the front doors. Both Scout and Melissa say the same thing tonight. Trust your gut and check on your neighbors. If you have any information related to this case, you're asked to contact Temple Police. In the studio, Jasmine Lodge, KWTX News 10.
Where's the mother at? Who's the mother at? And I got a question for the ladies up in the building right now. I got a question for the ladies. Who would have a child with one of those guys? Oh, woo, Lord have mercy. The mother, Lord, what she look like? Dum, dum, dum. Dum, dum, dum. She probably looked terrible. I want to give a prayer up for the children that got taken out of there. I'm happy that they were able to get out of there with their lives, and I hope that they will never have to deal with anything like that again. Let them now be children, play with toys, eat whatever they want. I would spoil them with stuff that they never had before, because it seems like they probably never had a lot when it comes down to the way that these monsters were treating them. I want to pray for them that they have a very fruitful life and get over this with beautiful lives moving forward. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Them dudes look crazy. Exactly. Angels among us said, I will stay celibate if those were my options. Exactly. Maybe the mom passed away. Same thing I thought, Sky. Same thing I thought. Because, oh my God, imagine having Alice the Goon is the mother, right? We're dealing with one of them. Let's get on over to Santiago, Chile, where a man is reunited with his mother after being abducted as a baby and adopted by a USA family. This has been going on in a certain time when they were doing this in Chile. Imagine you find out that your baby that's why you got to be careful about who you have taking care of your children, babysitters and things like that. This lady had a lady come babysit her son. After a week of this lady babysitting her son, the babysitter kidnapped her son and sold him. That's right, you guys. Let's go on over to Chile, where she finally seeing her son again. This is a mom that reunites with her son after being taken as a baby and adopted to a U.S. family.
It was a reunion decades in the making. At the airport in Santiago, Kyle Adler and his biological mother met for the first time this year after he was stolen from her as a baby in Chile.
I'm not just the son that you lost. I'm the son that you found, and I'm back to being your son.
For 9 years, he's wrestled with the news that he was illegally adopted in 1990 at 9 months old from his mother, Ana Maria Navarrete. At the time, Navarrete was a 19-year-old single mother in the city of Coronel. She had hired a caretaker, and when she returned from work, her baby was gone.
Estos zapatos yo hacía una semana que se los había comprado, mamá. Y quería pensar que en una semana me lo...
She said they would take him from, I never knew that they would take him from me. She hired a caretaker, went to work, and never thought that they would take him from her. When she came back, the baby was gone.
Yeah, mamá.
In the 1970s and 80s, thousands of counterfeit overseas adoptions occurred in Chile during the military dictatorship of General Augusto Pinochet.
Mothers had their children taken at the first doctor visit and dropped their child off, and the nurses never came back with their child.
Connecting Roots, a nonprofit that helps adopted Chilean Americans find their birth parents, teamed up with a genealogy platform.
So you give your baby to the nurse to take him back, and you never see your baby again. Can you? Oh my God.
All my heritage. They provided a DNA kit that confirmed Adler was the biological son of Ana Maria.
Antonio Navarrete Navarrete, Hospital San José. Quiero justicia. No solamente por mí, a lo mejor también por él.
I want justice for me, but not only for me, but also because I don't
Porque yo no sé la vida que le tocó.
I don't know the type of life that he had. I don't know if he had a good parents.
A lo mejor yo no sé si tuvo unos buenos papás. No sé.
As for the adoptive parents that took in the stolen Chilean babies in the 1970s and 80s, many of them never doubted the legitimacy of the process or ever learned the truth.
My parents didn't steal me. You know, they didn't name me Kyle out of malice. They saw me as who they wanted me to become. And you know, there's a lot of love that was put into that.
Adler's adoptive parents both passed away in 2022. But he now hopes his birth mother is able to forgive herself and that she trusts that this time he's here to stay.
That's sad right there, you guys. Let's go. You know how we do it over here. We don't just show one kind of story. We got to show you guys the good stuff too. Got to show you guys the good stuff too. What do you think about it? This is so sad. I hope he had a great life. Sky says scary. So sad. Kids are being taken from their mom. That is so scary. Imagine having no choice but to trust the people helping you give birth. Look at that, Sky. Look at that. I like that point right there. What else you got? You always knocking them out the park. Lee Davis, historically speaking, medical professionals were #1 baby kidnappers. I ain't even know that, Lee, but you know what? Why wouldn't they be? Not sure about the care, but definitely a taker. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because now this one is a freestyle one that I had to put up here. I don't like this one. Matter of fact, it's not a freestyle. Woo! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Matter of fact, it is. I'm putting this up right now. This is coming out of Milwaukee. We got a West Bend dog groomer that's under investigation for animal mistreatment in Milwaukee. And I'm hoping that this place is shut down. If you guys ever heard about it, yeah, look into it. Anybody in Milwaukee, let's see what's going on with this right here, you guys. Let's go.
Fox 6 exclusive, a dog groomer under investigation for mistreating animals.
It all comes after a video of her handling a dog goes viral. Fox 6's Ashley Sears spoke with a woman exclusively, or with a man who shot that video.
She lucky she ain't get a, yeah.
She joins us in the studio with the disturbing details.
Yeah, Mary, he says this is behavior that he has seen before and he couldn't just sit by. He shared that video with the owner of the dog who posted it online. It's now sparked a police investigation. It's a video that can be hard to watch. A West Bend groomer handling a small dog.
I witnessed her pulling on the dog, yanking a dog. She smacked the dog a couple times.
Kyle Wilson pulled out his phone after a worker alerted him the owner of Joys of Grooming was mistreating the animal. He is married to the owner of K&T's Corner Groomer, which leases space in the same building.
She also hit it with the hose, with the blower nozzle, yanking it by the leg, grabbing it, dragging it, and just...
Then you wonder why some dogs have issues when they go to groomers, because you never know if they've been treated like this. And you think a parent or someone that they love their dog would think that they were being treated like this? Imagine what type of trauma that dog is going through right now.
Being really mean to the dog.
Wilson shared his video with the dog's owner who posted it on social media. It's since gone viral, sparking outrage online.
It made me really mad and disgusted.
Holly Beekler lives near the shop.
I feel like it's really important for
Casey Ramos came up out of the smoke like, oh, hell no, she'd be off, but all set. Yeah, I know what you mean.
us as a community of West Bend to advocate for those animals that don't have a voice.
West Bend police say they got a complaint Wednesday and immediately started investigating, referring.
Another person, who is that, Winter Rising, says, and this is one of them cases where I'd be needing bail money. I'd be needing that bail money. I'll be over here like, yo, y'all, we got to get some bail money together for Winter.
Animal mistreatment charges to the DA, which are now under review. We called and left messages. We also stopped by the shop to speak to the woman, but we're told she was unavailable.
It's been recorded before, but now it's time for it to be known.
No. Wilson says this isn't the first time this has happened, sharing other videos. He's thankful more people are now paying attention.
I've learned, and I watched so many groomers. I've learned and watched so many of them. You do not have to do that. You can give them treats. You can stroke them. You can calm them down. You can do a whole lot of different stuff than that. And once they trust you and they give you your confidence, that's when they rock with you. That's when they cool with you. But if they're going, that's why they don't want to go to the groomer. The sad part about it is they can't talk to you and tell you what's going on.
I just hope she learned her lesson.
No.
And you heard the baby whining in the back, right? Like, you heard her whining, right?
I spoke with the owner of the dog. She didn't want to go on camera, but she says she was in a state of shock when she saw that video, and ultimately she wanted people to know what was taking place at the shop. Ted?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. She would have been in a whole nother state if it would have been anybody I know. She would have been a state of unconsciousness, a state of trying to get that swollen knot off the top of her forehead. It would have been a whole couple of different states from people I'm looking at up in here. Yeah, don't they make cage dryers? Oh, that makes me sick and angry. And a lot of you guys don't, y'all not even fighters, but a lot of people, y'all would have tore her up. I have a new dog now and he'd never leave my sight. Dogs are better than humans. Dog lover here. There we go. We already know. All of us are. That's where we meet each other at, in a great place like that. I saw her mullet. Yeah, she had a mullet. Word is bond. Y'all already know. She would have, face plant, all sorts of things. And I would have did it in front of the dog too. How about that? Let them see his daddy getting busy on you. Oh, I saw that video. Call the popo if you want to now. Let's get on over. What we got to do over here? Get on over to Texas. I don't know what's going on with here with Carmelo Anthony. Yeah, man, Carmelo Anthony. Not that Carmelo Anthony, the other Carmelo Anthony. This Carmelo Anthony here actually took someone's life in Texas. And thank you so much for all of the love, you guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm talking about Carmelo Anthony. It's a sad situation right now because in Texas, they're having jury selection right now to begin for Carmelo of a murder trial in Collin County. Let's get on over to this story right here, you guys. It's not the one that you think. It's not the one that you think. Let's keep on going. Yeah, let's get that one.
We want to go back now to our lead story, which is jury selection beginning in just a few hours in the trial of a North Texas teen accused of stabbing and killing a student athlete. 19-year-old Carmelo Anthony is charged with the murder of Austin Metcalf. Trevor Savaki is live for us this morning outside the Collin County Courthouse this morning.
By the way, this is Carmelo with a K, not the basketball player.
With the very latest on this case. And Trevor, this case has actually captured the national attention, particularly on social media too.
Malinois.
Yeah, that's right, Carmen. There have been debates online over stand your ground laws, race, and lots of misinformation on social media. In fact, there's been so much tension, threats, and controversy that the judge issued a gag order last year to prevent either side from discussing the case. Now, police say this stabbing happened at a Frisco ISD track meet in April of last year after a verbal confrontation between Carmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf. A witness told police that Anthony came over to Metcalf and others in a tent on the bleachers. The 17-year-olds went to different schools and didn't know each other. Metcalf told him to leave. Then Anthony reached into his bag and said, "Touch me and see what happens." One witness said Metcalf touched Anthony, and another witness said Metcalf grabbed Anthony. Police said that's when Anthony pulled out a knife and stabbed Metcalf once in the chest before running away. Metcalf was taken to the hospital where he later died. Anthony was later arrested and charged with murder.
Thank you so much, Jordan. Appreciate you, bro.
According to a police report, Anthony admitted to the stabbing, claiming it was self-defense. He's currently on house arrest at his parents' home. Now, jury selection will begin at 9 this.
Now, what are you doing inside the school with that inside your bag, first of all? If you didn't never have it, you wouldn't have been able to do that. That's another thing. And another thing people don't realize is like, you got that on you. Now you're trying to say that it's self-defense. But if you never would have had that, yeah, you still would have got back and forth, but somebody would still be alive today. Same thing like people walking around with pals. Once you guys make a confrontation, it's a different situation. You're not going to meet that person with the same thing that they're meeting you with. You're meeting them with something that can end their life. So that's a different situation right there. You got to look at it like that.
morning. Collin County District Judge John Roach is not allowing any live streaming of the trial inside the courtroom, but we will have a reporter inside that room at all times.
Yeah, no, I'm not with that. That's crazy right there. And I think that, yeah, well, the ages are good enough. But when it comes down to carrying a weapon, you gotta know one thing. You gotta be able to take the responsibilities of whatever you do when you have that weapon. Because if you don't have it on you, they can't get you for it. Honestly, you're walking around with a hammer on you. You're walking around with a screwdriver, or a box cutter, or something like that. That's almost intentional right there. So why did you have it on you in the first place? That's what I'm talking about. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. And yes, I would like to pray for the 17-year-old who lost his life, because probably was a bully, probably was, but that way to do it right there, youngster, is not the way to get it, not the way to take care of bullies. You got to deal with them another way, and you can't do it that way. And if it had something to do with being a bully and things of that nature, I'd like for people to know that for bullies to look at this video as well, because two people lost it this time. Their families lost it. One family lost their child. The other one is going to possibly lose this child for many years. And then not only that, but people can get some sort of understanding out of situations like this and look at it. Young kids should look at stories like this, because it gives them an idea of how to keep their mind and to keep themselves together before they make bad decisions. Amen. Think that'd be a good video right there to show children. Now we got to get on over to Jamaica funk. That's what it is. Let's get on over to Jamaica, you guys. I told you we go everywhere. We got to get on over to Jamaica. I didn't even know that I'm not going to try to make no jokes or nothing like that, but cars driving this fast in Jamaica, okay. This was a really tragic situation right here. I don't even know if people lost their lives or whatever, but it's so crazy because this car wreck, oh man, this is bananas right here. This is St. Elizabeth, where a car mart owner, allegedly car thief, it was a car crash. Check this car crash out right here. Check this car crash out right here. This is crazy right here. I'm talking about the speeds that they got up to was crazy. Let me open up this screen right here.
Story and bring you updates as more details become available. Turning now to the CCTV footage showing a frightening crash in Hope Bay, Portland. The video may be tough to watch for some viewers.
Now, this is a frightening car crash that's on camera caught in Portland. As soon as they crashed, you heard somebody in the back say, "Bomba Clot!" You heard the Bomba Clot. You heard that, right? After the crash. I know you heard that man say, "Bomba Clot!" Somebody caught in the other car, yeah. Somebody trapped in the other car. That's what they're crying about.
The occupants of the silver Toyota motor vehicle appeared to exit shortly after the collision. However, it remains unclear whether they or the occupants of the other vehicle involved suffered any serious injuries. We have also obtained multiple videos from the scene showing the aftermath of the crash.
Jesus Christ.
And I mean, you know, me now what there. I just first you see this. See there? Me want to there look. Yeah.
From the speeds that they were going, I thought it took out the whole right side there, y'all, to tell you the truth. I'm glad that they were able to get out of that. I'm glad that they were able to get out of there. At least, Whew, at least they came out of there alive. That's right, you guys. I told you, Jamaica, everywhere around the world. I know we all complain about things that happen in the U.S., but there's certain things that we don't have to deal with. God bless that mom and son. That's right, you guys. Let's go. Let's keep on moving forward. I told you we go all around the world, all around the world. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because this is another story that I thought that you guys might find inspirational. You know she's paralyzed, right? And instead of her just sitting there, instead of her sitting there and like griping in her loss, she said to herself, you know what? I'm gonna walk down the aisle. So yeah, let's do a good story right now. Let's get this good story going on right now. Let's do something really good. We got a husband, a groom who cries as his paralyzed bride walks down the aisle at her wedding. She's paralyzed, you guys. She trained on her walker in order to walk down the aisle to be with her husband. We might get a YouTube strike for the audio, for the music or whatever like that, but we don't care. Let's get into it right now, you guys. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. We love stories like this. I want to see you smile. Let's go, you guys. Let's get it.
Bride Camila had a secret only 4 people knew about, and the groom wasn't one of them.
When my dad was like, "Are you gonna walk? Like, you're walking?" And I said, "Yes."
While pregnant, Camila began experiencing mysterious symptoms, facial drooping, and sudden weakness. Then, during a movie night at home, she collapsed. Doctors diagnosed her with transverse myelitis, a rare condition leaving her nonverbal and unable to move for over a month. But even while paralyzed from the hips down, Camila never gave up.
I had a spinal cord damage from T2 to T10. I couldn't move anything.
She gave birth to a healthy baby girl and began the grueling rehab journey.
During that time, we were just, transitioning, having 2 kids and being in a wheelchair. That was a bit of a challenge mentally and physically, preparing and determined that, we could do that as a family.
With her wedding just months away, inspiration struck. She saw a video of another wheelchair user walking down the aisle and became determined to surprise her fiance, Jerikis, at the altar.
I was very determined and encouraged that I really wanted to do this.
To keep the surprise, she did her first look photos in her wheelchair. But when it was time to head to the altar,
that was actually my first time out at all, walking in a walker. You can hear the background, people are just like, "Oh, she's walking," or just tears that you can hear on the background.
Not least, Jerikis. Camila hopes her own story can serve as inspiration for others.
Love isn't perfect, and life can get tough at any time of the moment. It's always good to celebrate the good and the bad wins.
Now I cried enough curating this, finding this video. I cried enough. I'm telling you guys, I'm holding my composure right now because yes, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. The first time I saw it, I'm like, "Ah." Yes, you guys, me. That's right. Beautiful story. You see that? And she was holding him. She didn't want to let him know that she had been practicing. Even took her pictures in the wheelchair. Come on, you guys. Now look at that very brave young lady. That's a beautiful family. Even more beautiful story. Oh, imagine having her strength. Yeah, you guys. And what you guys be complaining about? What's all y'all complaints? You can't do what? What's the problem that you had? Oh yeah. What are our little complaints that we complain about? Oh, we got a YouTube strike. Oh, we got an issue over here going on with a flat. Oh, somebody, and I gotta put us in this, dog. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. You gonna kick my butt because I remember stuff. Sam, you was complaining the other day about somebody using your tools at work, right? Is that important compared to this? I know what you're gonna get me for saying it, but I remember stuff, and I'm just letting you know. Is it that important now? Who else been complaining about stuff? Come on, let's think about our little complaints versus that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to call each other out, but we do exactly certain things like that when we need to look at stories like that. Like, look at what they had to go through and look at what she went through. Look at that family. Sometimes Yeah, you guys, you got to appreciate what you have like it's gold. You're not a millionaire, you're not rich, but the way that you live and the way that you flow, that person at the corner store, that person that hands you your coffee, all of these people in your life, that makes you rich. It's appreciate what you do have. Trust me. And yes, we want to pray for every single person that's here. We want to pray for her that they have a beautiful and a wonderful life together and that they have a great story and that she regains 100% of her walking. Yeah, we going there too. Amen. Let's go for a miracle. Amen. Why not? She was able to walk down the aisle. Why she can't keep on going? Look at that. At least she found love. Remember that song? I found love in dun, 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 dun. Since I found you. I'm in love with you. That's my joint right there. Let's keep on going forward, you guys. What we got over here? Almost made me cry. Let's keep on going because you know we got to keep on a couple of other janky ones because you know the show is not over. So I got to get you this one here. And yeah, we got a couple of jankies that I got to give you. I didn't want to be the one to tell you this. Matter of fact, you know what? Can we do another good story real quick? No, let's save that one because I know we got some bad stuff coming up. I'm going to give you this right here. We got a former secretary at a school. We got who that right there, Miss Swanza? Thank you so much for the 5. The health and wellness section helped me to make ankles stronger. Just want to let you know that. So thank you, Boogotti. Can you tell us how it made your ankles stronger? I want to know. Everybody want to know that. Come on, Miss Swanza. Thank you for the 5. But we like to cheat. Don't y'all want to know how it helped the ankle? If our ankle feel the same way? Tell us the goods, baby. Tell us the goods. Let's get on over to Florida, to a South. Oh, I got tears coming to my eyes. I'm so happy for you, Miss Swanson. Look at that. A former secretary at a South Florida high school has been accused of flirting with students. Yes, you guys. Does it make a difference if it's a woman? My question to you. Does it make a difference if it's a woman? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think so. Because it could start a young boy's feelings in a certain area that should not be. You could start wanting something that you should not supposed to be wanting. You could be fearing something that you shouldn't even be thinking about at a specific time. The first time I was introduced to sex, it was a little nervous for me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was nervous, especially when I knew it was about to happen. I'm like, whoa, for real? We're about to do this right here? You know what I'm saying? Like all that crap that you're talking, the next thing you know what I'm saying? You're like, yo, okay, it's time to do this. Very severe point in a person's life, and it's very important for them to experience it the right way. I want to show you guys this video right here because when you're dealing with teachers, I call this grooming. You got to be really careful in how it's introduced to you. And some people says no, it does not make a difference whether it's a man or a woman. Let's go.
We have a safety alert. A secretary at a South Florida high school has been arrested. Police say she tried to pursue a romantic relationship with a student. Local 10's Cody Weddle is live in Southwest Miami-Dade with the disturbing details on
What's up with these teachers? Y'all can't find a man?
this one. Cody?
And Chrissy, police are saying that this school secretary just would not stop with her advances. That's even though on one occasion she made the 16-year-old boy so uncomfortable that he says he had a panic attack. A 35-year-old office secretary at Miami Killen Senior High School arrested, facing
A 35-year-old.
felony charges. Miami-Dade police say Vanessa Vigil continually persisted in pursuing a romantic relationship with a 16-year-old student. The alleged flirtatious behavior made the boy feel like he was having a panic attack on one occasion. He described feeling very nervous and uncomfortable.
Now, these are the types of stories that, you know, I don't know, should you guys tell your kids about stuff like this? Let the little boys know about stuff like this, especially if it's happening. Yeah. June 1st, May the 28th, 2026. Is it time to bring them up to date on what's happening? I just want to know.
According to the arrest report, Vigil's advances included unwanted touching. In one incident, as the student bent down to pick up something, she allegedly began tapping his lower back with her nails and said, quote, "I would have bagged you if I was in high school." Parents and others with ties to the school shocked to hear the allegations.
It's pretty disturbing. It's pretty disturbing. But it happens with people in power.
She said, if I was a younger your age, I would have bagged you.
bulls. It happens a lot.
Police say the secretary touched the boy a total of 5 times, asked for his phone number, gave him a keychain, and even told him she loved him. In one encounter, she allegedly began to caress his face using both of her hands and running her fingernails over the victim's cheeks. The student worked as an office aide and therefore had frequent contact with Vigil, according to police. I'm just shocked.
She would have bagged who? I don't know. My daughter was at the school as an internship. The boys would ask her for her number, thought she was a student in the school. There you go. Miss Swan's, okay, Google, glad your ankle is better. Definitely it is. This is just gross to me. They should have teachers dating sites to battle this childish stuff. They need to do something. Kendra, I tried a couple of years ago and it didn't work as much. Okay, disgusting behavior, but a good looking lady. Brian, thanks. Let's keep on going.
I never imagined that that would happen here at school. Both of my children have gone here. Vigil now faces 5 charges of battery and offenses against a student by an authority figure.
Can you guys believe that she did that? Look like a attractive woman, like they saying. Attractive woman, but look at that. Crazy.
And all of that alleged inappropriate touching happened on the arms, on the face, and also on the lower back. Police are also saying that at least one of these incidents was captured on security video. They also say that some other students also observed some of this behavior.
Oh boy, so they was that's see some when it's like that, it's really bad because now you got other students noticing it and they like uncomfortable with it. Crazy. Glad they got her out of there. She got what she deserved. Locked up and she gonna get some time, especially the fact that he said that she was assaulting and harassing and they got it on video. Oh yeah, she gonna get some time. And you know what she's gonna get? Boom, stamped SA. She's getting that stamp, you guys. She's gonna get it. Let's keep on moving forward because now we got to get on over to Houston. We got an East End Houston man that's been pow-powed after being released from the precinct. How you get pow-powed after you get out of jail, I don't know. It just happens, I guess, when you just can't stay out of trouble.
Well, right now, we are following a deadly shooting in Houston's East End involving a man who'd been released by police just hours earlier after a separate trespassing call.
Yeah, KHOU11's Devon Robin joins us live from the scene in Houston's East End.
Just can't get right, huh?
Devon, what do we know happened between his release and that deadly shooting?
Yeah, that's the big question that police are trying to answer this morning is how this man was safe and in custody 1 minute and then moments later, his life was tragically taken from him. Now, Houston police say officers were first called Sunday evening to a home in the greater East End after reports of a man in a backyard. When officers arrived, they ended up detaining 2 men who were believed to be together. One was charged with trespassing, while the second man in his 40s was detained and later released. Hours later, around 9 p.m., officers responded to Canal Street near West Hedrick Street for a reported shooting. And when they arrived, police say they found the same man who had been released earlier that night suffering from a gunshot wound on the sidewalk.
G.A. Bunny says, if I was his mom, I would need bail money.
At this time, it's unknown if the 2 incidents are related, but it is the same male, and they found him on a sidewalk. The witnesses attempted to do CPR. They called 911, and ultimately the Houston Fire Department ended up transporting the male to a local area hospital where he's pronounced deceased.
As of right now, the victim hasn't been identified and the investigation is ongoing. Police are asking anyone with information that could lead to an arrest in this case. Maybe you were out there at the scene when this happened last night. If you saw anything, they want you to call the Houston Police Department's Homicide Division or Crime Stoppers at 713-222-TIPS. For now, reporting live in the East End, Devon Rahman, KHOU 11 News.
Yeah, Devon, thank you for that. We're going to have to do 2 of them at one time on this one right here, you guys. I'm so sorry about this because this one right here, it's another situation, and we've been praying all day. We're going to do two prayers after this for the proceeding, with that video, as well as this one right here. This is a situation that's really sad over here. We got a family that's mourning. That's right. A landlord that lost her life. Again, be careful with the tenants. Be careful with people who you rent your units to. This landlord wasn't getting paid her rent. The daughter went over to speak to the man about the rent money, and she never came back. Police went, and the man admitted to taking her life, and she was found in a wooded area. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Double tap that screen and be careful who you're renting to. Let's get on over to San Diego real quick.
For the first time, we are hearing from the family of a woman who was killed in what investigators believe was a landlord-tenant dispute. The victim is the landlord's daughter. She went over to talk to her mother's tenant on Sunday and never came home. Police went to the tenant's home and say he confessed to killing the daughter. Her body was found in a nearby park. NBC7's Shondell Moniz is live in Chula Vista outside the home at the center of all of this with more on the victim. Shondell.
Hey, Monica. After speaking with the victim, 56-year-old Brenda Gillette's family, I now know that she was a young spirit. They called her a firecracker while still simultaneously being the most selfless person they knew. On Sunday afternoon, Chula Vista police say they responded to a welfare check at 653 Via Carvada in Chula Vista. The person who called for the welfare check was Brenda's sister, Wendy Bonfacio.
I got this weird, heavy, uncomfortable feeling and said, there's something going on there. I know she would have done that for me.
She says Brenda managed the property with their mom. There were two tenants. One of them was the suspect, 41-year-old Robert Watkins, who was living in the home for 11 years. The other tenant was away on vacation. Wendy says Watkins started having friction with Brenda and her mom. She's not sure what these arguments were about, but according to her, Brenda got tired of the back and forth and decided to go to the house to resolve things in person. After not hearing from her sister for hours on Sunday, Wendy felt a pit in her stomach.
They couldn't find my sister. They couldn't find anybody.
The hours stretched on with nothing.
And they came to learn that first there was what appeared to be a very brutal fight or something happened, and that the suspect had confessed about killing her.
And she probably went over there yelling and screaming, well, get the hell out if you ain't gonna pay the rent. And then it probably escalated. The guy probably snapped, says Audrey. Maybe he was going to lose his property, the spot, because he didn't have the rent, and that was not an excuse, but I get what you're saying. What else you guys got? Chula Vista is expensive, but it's a little rough working class area in San Diego. We stayed in military housing just north of there me and my oldest daughter. Lisa, where you ain't stay at? You talking about Texas? You done been everywhere, huh? Lisa done been everywhere, y'all. Been around the world and nah. I can't find my baby. Lisa done been everywhere, y'all.
But Watkins wouldn't tell police where he hid the body.
I guess somebody with a dog had seen something that didn't look right, and I guess apparently opened the suitcase, and they realized there could have been possible remains in it. Other than that, I don't know anything else right now. We're still waiting, and we're just trying to focus on trying to get her who she is.
To them, she will always be the sister with no kids who took care of her 13 nieces and nephews like her own. She'll always be the 20-year Army veteran. And she'll always be the woman who was her mom's caretaker and who didn't let her age keep her from going out, dancing, and having fun.
My mom is very elderly and has a lot of issues. She's still expecting my sister to walk through the door. She keeps asking, when is she going to be home? Why she hasn't arrived? And we're going to have to try to remind her of the pain that she's not going to be coming back the way she expected.
Watkins' first appearance in court for his first-degree murder charge has already been delayed twice after he didn't show up.
Very, very frustrating because, I mean, obviously, to me, I don't know, I feel like he didn't waste no time doing what he did. Now, why prolong it? Like, let's move on. Fess up, man up to it.
The third attempt for Watkins to face a judge for his arraignment will be on Monday.
Oh, that's what I don't agree with that either. When they say I don't want to go to court, they should be like, you're going to court. Get over there. Trying to talk about you don't want to go to court. You're going to court. I want to pray for her family. I want to pray for the daughter. I want to pray for the mother who is suffering through this, and she's wondering where her daughter's at. She hasn't seen her since that fatal day when she went and tried to take care of the family situation. property. The next person that's supposed to stand up is one of the daughters. Sad, terrible tragedy right there. No mother would want to bury their daughter. So that's a good thing. I think they're trying to probably keep it away from her possibly as much as possible. I don't think that that's a good thing for her to even know right now, especially with her age, and she's a very delicate elderly lady. You don't want her heart to be affected by this. Want to pray for her as well as the family and let them have strength getting through this tragedy and let him be brought to justice. Amen. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's keep going. That's right. Anybody know about Arsenal? Arsenal fans? Any Arsenal fans over here? I saw this video yesterday and I felt kind of bad for this guy. You don't want to sit in a certain section when you go to a basketball game or a football game with the wrong jersey on. I don't think that this is a good idea, but this Arsenal fan had a throwback on, and I don't think that he thought out his section selection too good. They started throwing water on him. They harassed him. They beat him up pretty bad over there at PSG's victory. Let's go. And he got surrounded by these celebrating fans who, near Place de Bastille in Paris, following the PSG's Championship League victory on May the 30th. Looks like they're trying to rip that shirt off of him. Now the video shows him wearing a retro Arsenal jersey and riding a bicycle, being jeered and crowded by dozens of supporters. He luckily got up out of there and cycled away unharmed, with the videographer describing the encounter as a case of football fever and trash talk. You guys know how it is. You got the Knicks out here. Every time they win a game, every time something happens, you guys remember that, right? They be like, fuck everybody else. It's the Knicks. Y'all can get the fuck out of here. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo. When they show those videos of the Knicks acting up after those Madison Square Garden games, when they be charged up and they be cursing, that has to be some of the best content that I've ever saw on YouTube. They be having me rolling. I'm talking about those Knicks fans when they be going in. Oh my God, they be cursing and going in. The New York Knicks fans, yes, I'm so hyped for our Knicks. I know you are. I didn't even like the Knicks, but you guys, y'all turn me up when it comes down to the Knicks. When you watch those news, the people be like all charged up talking about the Knicks. It reminds me of like wrestlers from back in the days. Exactly. Y'all go hard. Yeah, look at that. Let's keep on moving forward. But we got to go right now. We got this crazy situation over in Delmar as a man gets his stolen sports gear back after cracking the case himself. You ever have to go get your own back because the police ain't really helping you? Happened to me before. Somebody stole one of my dirt bikes. Stole it. I didn't even know. There you go. Thank you so much, Adam. Appreciate you for that gift membership. Thank you so much. It happened to me before. Got my motorcycle stolen, my dirt bike. Next thing you know, I was like, you know what? I'm going to find this bike. Took another one of my bikes and I went around, see who was riding around. And next thing you know, guess what? Out of nowhere, I see my bike. I said, okay. Went and got my boy, went and popped a chain and took my bike back. That's right. It was my bike. What you think you're doing? Yeah, we got people around here that's not stupid. And guess who would have took too long in helping you find it? There's been times where I had motorcycles and dirt bikes stolen from me, but I literally find them 2 years later, myself. Because who doesn't help you really? Sorry, you guys. You don't get too much help from the popo when it comes down to trying to find something like that. Oh, we didn't see it. We're going to keep our eyes peeled. Yeah, whatever. Check this out. This man right here, he went and got his stuff back himself. He was smart enough to figure it out. And he said, you know what? I'm going to figure this out myself and get my stuff back.
The heirloom stolen while he slept. He reported it to police, but managed to solve the case himself. NBC 7's Dave Summers explains how he pulled it
They
off.
don't care about that. Look at Royal, my puppies.
Is a North County restaurant, but his passion since he was 3 is baseball.
This is the MDMA 3. This is the one I use mostly for tournaments.
Last Friday morning before daybreak, Cody's bats, gloves, shoes, and bag were stolen out of the back of his truck. The most
Same thing, GA Bunny. Stick around. I found my stuff in a few area pawn shops, got my stuff back, and press charges. Exactly. I'm telling you guys, they're not gonna help you look for stuff. Air tag everything. See what I'm saying? We need the GPS. Thank you. Put people on the air tags. That's right. They keep them for their kids. That's right. Look, you guys, you gotta air tag this stuff. You gotta do whatever you can do yourself to protect your stuff. Let's go.
break. Cody's bats, gloves, shoes, and bag were stolen out the back of his truck. The most precious of these is the glove he used in high school.
I've made a lot of really good plays with this glove. Done a lot of amazing things with this glove.
He wasn't having it.
When it hit me that I had that glove in there, that's when I kind of broke down.
White's roommate checked the driveway security video, and this is what they saw. A man carefully opening the gate of White's truck. He passed on the tools and a beach chair, but grabbed the equipment bag, then carried it to his getaway car.
It just seemed like he knew what he was doing. He's been doing it before, or he's done it in the past.
White and a neighbor went door to door, collecting more videos. This one shows the same man searching the car across the street. Another showed this woman he seemed to be working with, checking car doors around the cul-de-sac. They were recorded driving out of the neighborhood in a Chrysler sedan.
So they basically went through the neighborhood picking, cherry picking who they was gonna steal from, found the back of his truck open and stole what they wanted out of there. Look at that. Mine was before air tags existed. Pawn shops have a lot of stolen stuff. Look at that. See what I'm saying? A lot of people get their stuff stolen. Yeah, they get their stuff stolen. And in New York, they have a way to track it. You got to keep the stuff for 30 days. Oh, look at that now. You see him. He was watching them the whole time. Look.
Minutes later,
I didn't think I was ever going to see my stuff again. You know, what is that going to do, right? Are they actively going to go out and like try to find it? So I just started doing the homework myself.
You know the police ain't gonna go looking for no baseball equipment or nothing like that. That's not gonna be the top thing that they're looking for. He did it himself. Check this out.
within 24 hours, White managed to find his equipment here at the Played Again sports store in La Mesa, but not before checking Facebook Marketplace, a number of pawn shops, and the 3 other Played Again sports stores in the area. Here, he not only got his equipment back, but he also got something else that might prove just as important.
Lee Davis says, leave out some damn books. I had to throw damn on top of that. Leave out some damn books and see if they'll steal that. He found his stuff at a Play It Again. And they found a video of the lady that stole it. Looks kind of like the lady that was there, huh?
The identity of this woman who allegedly sold the stolen equipment to the store.
They gave me her full name, her address, her phone number, her weight, her height. They got all the driver's license information.
White shared all his video and information with the police detective working the case. In part of an email, he told Cody Friday morning, the man in the video has been identified. The case will soon be in the district attorney's hands. And then there was this.
If you're retired of the restaurant industry, the police are always hiring. You can put me down as a reference. So that's pretty funny.
In Del Mar, Dave Summers, NBC7.
They said he was so good. He said, if you ever decide to leave that industry, the restaurant industry, put me down as a reference. That's what the detective told him. Yeah, Liberty, there's a possibility we can go get a sports segment going. We got 225 people and we got 225 likes. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. 75 more likes. 75 more likes. I don't know where them 75 people going to come from, but 75 more likes. You guys are going to be receiving free merch. 6 keychains and 6 decals. I got a feeling you guys are going to do it. Ain't even worried about it. Let's just keep doing what we got to do. More people will come. When you build it, they will come. Stay confident. Stick with me. Also, the email address is bridgethisllc@gmail.com. bridgethisllc@gmail.com for you to be able to send me that address where you want that merch to be sent to. That's right, you guys. That's how we do it over here. And you know how we do it over here. We got to show you some love and some good stories. Imagine you're a bus driver and you're going through life and you see somebody having a hard time. This lady reminds me of my mother. I told you guys how that lady was. There's been times where I bring my friends over and she said, you know what? Why are they looking like that? Go in your room and give them some of your stuff. And it was automatic to her. And what are you going to say when she's the one paying for it, right? Made me a better man, honestly, you guys. Made me understand that possessions are not that important. And it made me understand sometimes your clothes look better on somebody else, believe it or not. You know how you give somebody something that you like and you really don't want to really give it to them, and they're like, oh my God, look at me over here. Now you know you like that one piece, but it actually looks really good on them. And the fact that they're happy about it, let them get that. It's only a material item. And if you can make somebody happy, why not? Come on over here, double tap that screen to get those likes up. I want you to see a very inspirational point. Very inspirational act of kindness right here. Doesn't matter where she's from. Doesn't matter at all. Because I would love for everybody to do things like this. We got a bus driver that saw somebody in need and helped them. Period. That's it. Let's get it, you guys. Let's go.
You know that saying about walking a mile in another man's shoes? As Steve Hartman discovered, those words still resonate.
All the time in New York, people like to keep their heads down or not give eye contact because they don't want to help. Didn't she look better with those shoes on? I told you, right? Told you. That's it. It ain't that hard to be good to somebody. That's not a big thing, not no big old something to write home about. She didn't expect nothing about it, but look what happened with a beautiful act of good kindness right there, you guys. The heart of gold. That's right. Adam said that. Morning all, you're welcome. God bless her. That's right. God bless her. God bless her, keep her, make her stronger, invest more into her so that she can invest into more people. When you see a person like that, you invest into them because you don't have to worry about what they're going to do once they get what they need. That's how that go around. That's how that happens. Amen. And guess what, you guys? It's over. No, it's not. I can't play with you guys like that. You know what time it is. If you made it this far, you're probably here because you love this part of the show. It's my favorite part too. The health and wellness section. Shun. That's right, you guys. This is our bottom line, my favorite part of the show. I was thinking about doing a whole show just the health and wellness. Probably just stick onto that, just do a whole bunch of health and wellness one day, maybe on a spotlight. Thinking about that. Actually, probably love that show. Probably do really good. But for today, we're going to get into our health and wellness. And today, we're going to talk about more than just physical health. We're not just going to talk about eating. We've been talking about stretching. We've been talking about a whole bunch of different things around here. Did we talk about the eyes? Yeah. We talked about the jibs, the teeth? Yeah. Because we covered that with the clothes. We got much more to cover, but we need to get into what? We need to get into our brains because we keep doing things and we wonder why we keep on winding up in the same situations and the same things that keep on happening. I'm not talking about bad situations. I'm talking about when you want to really set yourself up to do something and you just don't have that energy to do it and you're not focused on doing it because we keep on reflecting back to the way that we normally think about things. You ever have a problem and you notice that you probably don't notice this? That's why we're going to learn this today. When you have a problem or a situation, there's certain steps that you guys take and procedures in getting those things taken care of. There's certain ways that you go about taking care of it. When you have a major issue, sometimes we refrain and we go right back to a certain thing. When you're stressed, boom, that's the feeling of stress because we've trained our brain to feel that way for stress. Boom, when we're aggravated, we train our brains to feel this way because we're aggravated. And sometimes, me, myself as well, I'm a victim of this as well. Have you ever got angry and talked yourself out of something or argued your way out of something? You're probably supposed to get a job and you did something where you got in an argument with somebody that worked there and you wound up quitting because of that person. You probably didn't go forward with an idea because at a certain time in your brain it told you you're not going to be able to get that. You're not going to be able to do it. You've been training too hard. It took you long enough. Don't even keep on going. You ever give up on something? You ever did that before? I've given up on things before in the past. But now, these tactics that we're going to practice today, it's about our brains. And you know what the thing about the brain is? It can keep on learning. You can keep on learning. You can keep on making new neural paths. Neural paths. That's right. New paths to make things happen. We talked about this a little bit before. That's why I want to rekindle this flame because now there's a different sort of wellness that we're talking about. We're talking about that brain wellness and we're talking about me included. Don't think I'm talking about y'all. This is Me Too. I'm in the Me Too movement when it comes down to this topic. This is how to train your brain to stop negative thoughts in 30 days. Now, you know it ain't going to stop in 30 days, but what would be cool is how to recognize the issues. That's what I keep telling you guys about. How to recognize certain issues, looking at certain ingredients, not just on this can of, on this product right here, not just on this thing, but remembering that product, remembering yellow number 5, and remembering to apply it to other things. We're going to get into it, you guys, because neuroscience and micro habits are emotional intelligence. By retraining the patterns in your brain properly, you will quiet your mind, reduce overthinking, and build control without trying to make up like a fake force positivity. Again, by retraining, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're getting into. We're talking about retraining the patterns, and we're talking about followed properly. You will quiet your mind, reduce overthinking, and build control without forcing positivity. Now we're gonna keep on going, you guys. Let's go. It's our health and wellness section, and as you always know, every time we do these, we put them in the Discord. May get there a little bit late. It gets there that day once I finish doing what I got to do. But we try to make sure, not try to, but we make sure we put all of our videos from our health and wellness section in the Discord. So if you want to watch them again without searching, just go to Discord and they're gonna be there. Again, train your brain to stop negative thoughts in 30 days. It's not going to work in 30 days. But what we're going to do is start applying these measures so over time in life, it'll work. If it doesn't happen in 30 days, if you keep applying these measures and they're right, it'll happen over time. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because I think that this is a very important topic right here. I wouldn't be showing you it if I didn't. Let's get it. Let's go. And where it's coming from is Simple Ways of Life. That's the channel. We have not subscribed yet. We're going to subscribe together. I think, matter of fact, we actually did because the bell is already down. But I want you guys to subscribe. Let's get into it. Simple Ways of Life. That's the channel. And we're talking about train your brain to stop negative thoughts in 30 days.
Brain doing exactly what it has practiced. This video is about how to stop negative thinking, train your brain using simple daily habits, and rewire your brain in 30 days using basic neuroscience, micro habits, and emotional intelligence. We're not fixing your personality. We're retraining your patterns. If you follow this properly, you'll quiet your mind, reduce overthinking, and build emotional control without forcing positivity. Why your brain keeps defaulting to negative thinking. Before we try to fix anything, understand this clearly. Your brain is not broken, it's efficient. Your brain is designed to scan for problems. From a neuroscience perspective, it prioritizes threats, mistakes, and uncertainty, because that's how humans survived. The issue today is that your brain is still running that old survival software in a modern environment. So when you overthink, assume the worst, replay conversations, or expect failure, your brain is not sabotaging you. It's doing pattern recognition based on what you've repeatedly fed it.
If you're constantly saying negative things or going through negative patterns, or this will never work, or this or that, if you got a opportunity that comes to you and you handle it a certain way, that's because that's the nature of how you always handle things. If you got a problem that comes at you, normally you handle it and you take it in a certain way. We're talking about breaking those patterns, those specific patterns.
If you've been practicing negative thinking for years, through worry, comparison, self-doubt, and stress, your brain has simply gotten better at it. That means one important thing. If it can be trained into negative thinking, it can be trained out of it. That's what this 30-day process is about. Not motivation, not fake positivity, just retraining patterns. The real goal, not positive thinking, but controlled thinking. Most people try to replace negative thoughts with positive ones. That fails because the goal is not to feel good. The goal is to gain control. You're not trying to eliminate negative thoughts. That's unrealistic.
And the feeling is different from what's really going on. Feeling is not the same as reality. It's what they're trying to say here.
You're training your brain to not automatically believe and follow them. This is where emotional intelligence comes in. It's not about suppressing emotions, it's about noticing them without reacting immediately. So the real transformation is this.
from automatic reaction to conscious response. That shift alone changes everything.
Now think about it. You got an aggravating thing that's getting on your nerves. You ever say, "Oh," you just throw something and it breaks, or you something like that. That would be this part over here, where you're just resorting to the feeling and letting that take over the situation. Now, if you're using your conscious, like, you know what? Try to stop yourself from doing that. Let me think about this problem, and then I'll deal with it accordingly. That's what I'm talking about. I get into arguments with people sometimes, or they say something that get on my nerves, and I act out on it. That's what I'm talking about. Things like that. Certain issues and things like that. Let's go. Let's keep on moving forward.
The 30-day framework, how brain training actually works.
Brain training. Let's go.
You don't rewire your brain by doing something big once. You do it by repeating small things consistently. Neuroscience calls this neuroplasticity. Your brain rewires based on repeated experience. So this plan is built on 3 layers. First, awareness. Second, interruption. Third, replacement. You're not jumping to positive thinking. You're gradually breaking and rebuilding patterns.
So now we got to make ourselves aware. That's when we're just going to watch what's going on, and we're observing ourselves. We're observing ourselves. And now we got to stop the pattern. And now we lay down the new patterns, and then we start to actually act them out. And then we move on in life. Because if we retrain our brains to doing certain things differently, we can come up with better opportunities and better outcomes. A lot of times you might get an opportunity and you think of the solution, I'll never be able to get that. I keep on coming up with that point. Maybe you want to teach yourself to not think that way, or just finding a solution instead of thinking negatively about something. That's what they're talking about here. Oh, excuse me, guys.
Let's go step by step. Week 1, awareness. Catching negative thinking patterns.
Catch it first.
For the first 7 days, don't try to change anything. Just observe. Most people fail because they don't even realize how often they think negatively. It's automatic, so your only job this week is to notice. Whenever you catch yourself overthinking, assuming the worst, or criticizing yourself, mentally label it. This is negative thinking. That's it. No judgment, no correction. You're building awareness. To make this practical, attach it to triggers. When you're alone, when you're scrolling, when something doesn't go your way, when someone says something that bothers you. These are your high-risk zones for negative thinking. Your brain starts learning one thing this week. I can observe my thoughts. That alone creates distance. Week 2, interruption, breaking the automatic loop. Now that you're noticing your thoughts, the next step is interrupting them. This is where most people go wrong. They try to fight thoughts. That doesn't work. Instead, you pause the loop. Here's how. Whenever you catch a negative thought, don't engage with it. Don't argue with it. Don't justify it.
Just observe it. Just observe it. Because we get a lot of negative thoughts about like that anger burst. When something happens, don't just act out on it. Cálmate. You guys know what I mean, right? Cógelo suave. Take it easy. And then, you know what? How about this? Think about it. Common sense things. Let's think about it before we act out on it. Now we're retraining our brain from acting out the way that we normally would to thinking about things in a different manner and then handling it differently.
Interrupt it physically. Take a slow breath. Shift your posture. Look around your environment. Move your body slightly.
Medically proven that when you shift your body and you move around, it changes your brain pattern thoughts.
Why this works is simple. Your brain cannot stay in the same mental loop when your physical state changes. This is basic neuroscience. Your body and mind are linked. You're not trying to erase the thought, you're breaking its momentum. Think of it like stopping a moving train, not instantly, but by slowing it down. Do this consistently, and your brain starts weakening that negative thinking loop.
So now, instead of trying to rush into things, how we always say here, don't try to do a diet and rush into it overnight. Gradually, everything, you learn patterns and you learn things gradually. The perfect way that I look at and think about things like this is, I look at like an Olympic gymnast or gymnast. The more they do something, a repetition, or they do the flip, the better they get. It's the same thing with your brain. And if you really think about it, what's teaching your body to do that function? Your brain is the thing that's understanding the pattern. It's just you working until you get it right. Rappers saying a certain verse over a certain amount of time. In the beginning, you're not going to get it that tight. After a while, when you practice, you don't need the paper anymore. You've trained your brain. You've done it before. Now we're talking about changing those patterns from the negative way that has been trained to positive ways of training. And if you catch yourself by paying attention to these patterns, you can change these patterns. That's what we're talking about today. Let's get it, you guys. The more you do it, the more repetition, the better we get at it.
Week 3, replacement. Train better thought patterns. Now comes the part people rush into, but you're doing it correctly because you've built awareness and interruption first. Replacement is not about saying everything is great.
It's not.
That's fake, and your brain won't accept it. Instead, you replace extreme negative thoughts with neutral, realistic ones. If your brain says, I always mess things up, you replace it with, I made a mistake this time.
I've done this before, and this has actually made me better. So many of these things have made it possible for me to actually be here. My determination, my drive, my will, all came from things like this, and not wanting to give up, and not taking no for an answer. Period.
That's it. If your brain says this is going to fail, you replace it with, I don't know the outcome yet.
Or what I do is, what do I got to do to make this work? Because there's some solution out there. I got my own saying where I say problems present opportunities. I told you guys all the time. There is a solution for this out here. How can I find it? Instead of worrying about the problem so much, you're never going to get it completed.
This is grounded thinking. You're not forcing positivity. You're correcting distortion. This is actually a core principle from positive psychology. Balanced thinking is more effective than blind optimism. Over time, your brain starts accepting these replacements because they feel logical.
There you go.
Not forced.
There you go.
Week 4, reinforcement, making it automatic. Now the final stage, making this your default. This is where micro habits come in. You don't need big routines. You need small, repeatable actions that reinforce your new thinking patterns. Every morning, take 30 seconds to set one intention. Today, I will notice and interrupt negative thinking. During the day, continue awareness, interruption, and replacement.
That's dope. Imagine interrupting your own negative thinking. You know, I know it gets aggravated after a while, but you know what? How about it? After a while, no, I don't want to feel that way anymore. I don't want to feel, I've done it for myself. I don't want to feel that way anymore. I'm ignoring that. I'm not letting that in. You've said that to you before. I'm not letting that in. That's not getting in today. You know what I mean? And now you need to create it by pushing negativity away.
At night, reflect briefly. Where did I catch my thoughts? Where did I interrupt successfully? Where did I still react automatically? No overanalysis, just review.
At nighttime, before you go to bed, when you're sitting in the bed, you're like, where can I be better at? What can I do better the next day? This is training the brain. Your brain wants this. Your brain likes to be exercised. It likes those big math problems. You're the one that don't like doing them. Your brain wants to do them.
This strengthens your brain training loop. By now, you'll notice something important. Your thoughts haven't disappeared, but your reaction to them has changed. And that's the real win.
There we go.
Why this works. Simple neuroscience behind it. Your brain runs on repetition. Every time you think a certain way, you strengthen that neural pathway. Negative thinking is not just mental, it's neurological. So when you notice a thought, you weaken automatic behavior. Interrupt it. You break the loop, replace it. You create a new pathway.
I love this part right here. This is the breakdown. What you say, Brian King? Make your bed up when you first wake up to complete your first mission. 55. Easy to say, but would we keep negative friends that talk like we talk down to ourselves sometimes? I get what you're saying with that. You got to help yourself sometimes. You're all you got, and that's okay. Absolutely, Brian. You guys are getting it in here. I'm talking to the right people. Let's keep on going, you guys. Notice the thought, and then you weaken automatic behavior just because you noticed it. You noticed it, or you call it out like, oh, I caught myself doing that again, huh? And now we want to interrupt it. You're going to break the loop because you noticed it. Now you want to break the loop and now replace it. And you create a new pathway. And that's the way you create a new neural pathway. Yeah, in your brain. It's brain stuff here, y'all.
Repeat this. You strengthen the new pathway. That's how you rewire your brain. No shortcuts, just consistency. Common mistakes that keep you stuck. One mistake is expecting fast results. You're undoing years of conditioning.
Yep, I like that too, 55 Coffee House. And repeating family curses, doing different or better is a big win. That's right. Change things that you saw with negative patterns when you were a child. Pretty good group here. We got a fantastic group here, Angel. These people ain't no joke. But there we go. What else we got over here? The pup has changed my life. Ain't that cute? That's dope. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. I hope you're really getting something out of this. Let's go.
30 days will start the change, not complete it. Another mistake is trying to eliminate all negative thinking. That's not the goal. The goal is control. Also, people often skip awareness and jump to replacement. That doesn't work because you're trying to fix something you haven't fully seen.
Take your time, become aware, check yourself. You got to take notes and catch yourself doing certain things. Do that and then work on those specific points. Because until you find out and you're aware of what you're doing wrong, you don't know how to fix it and you can't work on applying it. You want to identify it first. That's why you want to work on the awareness and don't skip to the second part and don't force it.
And finally, inconsistency. If you do this only when you feel like it, nothing changes. Your brain changes through repetition, not intensity. What changes after 30 days? If you follow this properly, here's what actually shifts. You don't react instantly to thoughts. You notice overthinking earlier. You feel less mentally drained. You recover faster from negative spirals.
Thank you, Adam.
You start trusting your thinking more. This is emotional control, not suppression, not avoidance, just better handling. And that leads to real life transformation. Not dramatic, but steady and reliable.
We're going to call this wellness. It's not health exactly. We're going to call this wellness, maintaining wellness.
The simple daily system. From day 1 to day 30, your system is simple. Notice your thoughts, interrupt the loop, replace with something realistic. Repeat.
Notice your thoughts, interrupt the loop, and replace it.
Eat daily. That's it. No complicated frameworks, no overwhelming routines, just consistent brain training. If this video helped you understand how to stop negative thinking and gave you a system you can actually follow, consider subscribing to Simple Ways of Life.
I told y'all to subscribe to Simple Ways of Life a long time ago, but I'll keep doing this. If you guys like doing it, I'll keep on bringing these videos. You know why? Because I love doing it anyway. Let's keep on moving forward because this here, now we want to find out where the channel was, right? Now you guys, I love to prove myself and make people, yeah, that's right. Let's prove yourself first. Train your brain to stop negative thoughts in 30 days. Now we know those last parts ain't real. It ain't gonna be 30 days because it may take us longer than that. The fact of the matter that we're training is actually a good thing. So again, train your brain to stop negative thoughts in 30 days. And now the name of this channel that we're already subscribed to is what? Simple Ways of Life. I also love the chats and reinforce the positivity. We ain't no joke over here. We used to let the mic smoke. Winter Rising, you know how we do. You're a major part of this. We do this every single day. And if you guys want to go to our Discord and watch this all over again, you can do so. If you're a member of the Our Bottom Line Discord. And now, give me all the money in your pockets. No, I'm just kidding, you guys. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up because I do believe we're probably, what, 200 and something likes. You guys are like a smidge away from getting free keychains and free decals. I'm telling you, I think you can pull it off. You might be able to do it, you guys. If we can get up to 300, that's right. Anybody who just came in who wasn't here, my people here, they're trying to get up to 300 likes. Because what's going to happen when they get 300 likes is they're going to be able to receive the Our Bottom Line decal keychain. That's right. They're going to get 6 of them. 6 people randomly selected, going to get this mailed to them by emailing me. And then another 6 people are going to get these decals right here, randomly selected. That's right. 12 pieces going out to 12 different people. All they got to do is email me at bridgethisllc@gmail.com. If we make it up to 300, I got a feeling that we can do it. Whoever has not touched the likes, hit those likes. I guarantee you we'll probably be able to get there. I got some more in the kitty for you guys, and let's get into it. Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. Y'all can get it. I know y'all can. And I'm not going to forget this. This was a good one right here. Can't get you guys out of here without seeing this. Hold on a minute. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. I want to ask you guys a question. I don't even have to ask you. Because I know we got a lot of people in here that like roller coasters. Come on. But you guys are wise to me now. So I'm not going to say the stuff, I'm not going to say what I normally say. How many people like roller coasters and blah, 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 blah. Wait till you guys say yeah. Then boom. And y'all be like, oh my God. I'm not going to do that to you. I'm not going to do that today. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to say this. When it comes down to roller coasters, they do have stipulations, laws, and instructions. One of those, I'm sure, and you probably never thought about it before. Anybody ever eat chicken nuggets on a roller coaster? You know, yes, there's somebody that tried to do it, and guess what? Because of it, he has been banned from Six Flags, from every Six Flags. Trying to make a video. I hope those chicken nuggets was good, buddy, because guess what? He's been banned for life.
Talk about challenging. A thrill seeker wanted to know if he could handle eating chicken McNuggets while riding a roller coaster. And it turns out he could, but Six Flags in Cedar Point says he shouldn't have. The man posted this video of him eating a 10-piece McNugget meal, complete with dipping sauce, on the Millennium Force roller coaster.
Yo, look at his boy holding a dipping sauce so he could stick it in the dipping sauce. Nothing but dipping sauce going by his neck.
Park officials weren't loving it, if you will, and they say food on a roller coaster is not only dangerous, it's just a serious choking hazard and violates the rules. So the result, pretty serious, a lifetime ban from every Six Flags park. Apparently his last ride came with supersized consequences. So,
Supersized consequences, huh, y'all? What y'all think about those consequences? What y'all think about that? Good morning, Jolina. What y'all think about that? Somebody said, I love the fact that he's banned. Who's that, Scott Nowak? Would have wanted to sit behind him. No. Y'all seen that dipping sauce that caught air and was flying in the air, probably caught somebody in the, what the hell was that? Ah! They probably got some dipping sauce in their mouth, didn't know what it was. Ugh. Could you imagine? All right, you guys, let's keep on going. I'm trying to help you guys get over to that 300 mark, and I got a feeling you can do it. And I'm going to do it like this. Who haven't we seen in a little while? That's right, you guys. We got to go check out our buddy because he had to go check out and get him some therapy. And that's right, you guys. We want to give a big shout out to our friends, Lynn and Nova, at the Lynn and Nova channel. We want to do nothing but show massive respect to Lynn because had it not been for this woman, we wouldn't even know who Nova was. And Supernova's a major part of all our good times nowadays. We pray for his 100% recovery. And I just want to say, I told you he'd be walking by summer. God bless Lynn and God bless Nova. Let's see what's going on with his recovery as he's in the water tank right now. Amen. Let's go, you guys. Let's get it.
It's a cute one. Oh, wow, look at all that water. And I'm gonna give you a little bit more buoyancy today than we have because my water. Yeah. Incline, Nova.
They about to do inclines, a new walkway with Nova.
Okay. There you go.
Show some love, y'all. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. If you have not subscribed to the channel, it's a perfect time to do so. Shout out to Lynn and Nova, if you guys know who these people are here.
Good boy.
Nova is recovering from IVD surgery. He wasn't supposed to be walking. Not only is he walking, but he's running, jumping, and back. Still doing recovery right now.
You got it. Good job. Making you come off your shoulders. Look, your back leg's a little bit more. Good job. You can really see the moves back here. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Getting stronger. Nova's getting stronger, guys. They love them some Nova, y'all. They love him. He is too spoiled in there. He is too spoiled.
Like that. What is dog supposed to sit like? I don't remember.
Now, you guys, look at that tail. Look at those back legs. I know he's still going through a little bit of it, but come on, y'all. Whoever been here with us since day one, you know what he's been through. For him to get this far.
Okay. Well, I mean, okay. There you go. Good. Good job. Just a stick. Let's just do this here. It's nice and not small. Yay! He's like, where's the snacks? Okay. Where are they? Snacks. Oh my gosh.
Nova, like, y'all not playing y'all part of the role. I do the stuff and y'all supposed to give me the treats. Where my treats at? No, he ain't missed.
I wanted them. I want both of them. Understand English. I told you. So funny.
They wonder why he know English so good. If you was talked to as a pup all your life, you would know English pretty well too. He knows place. He knows a whole bunch. Nova's certified as a certified support dog too, by the way.
There you go.
Look how good he's doing. Look, my boy doing good. Look at that. Look at that. Actually stepping over it now. I told you guys he gonna be good by summertime.
Boy. Slow. Good. Slow. Good.
He's just a big old King Kong at this point, right?
Good God. Run them all over them. You okay? Okay, here we go. Slowly. On your feet. Come on. On your feet. Good boy. Good job. Good boy. Good job. Good. Good job. Good job. On your feet. Good boy. Good job. Just regular. That boy without implant. So he did really good. He maintained what he did last week. So I'm super proud, super proud.
He tired.
But he's not tired.
All right, you guys. Y'all see he doing his thing. Noah is back, you guys. I told you by the summertime my boy was going to be back. I cried for this dog. You guys put up money for him. We came together collectively. There has been some people calling there, putting in special dates for him to be able to go back to the rehab. Did you guys hear about that? There's literally beautiful people like you guys who found out where the rescue, where that rehab was at. They started calling up. How many more sessions does Nova have? They said 8. Can I pay for 2 more? Another person said, can I pay for 2 more? Can I pay for 2 more? You know how many sessions Nova probably got in there? He gonna be in there for a while, and I love it because guess what? He keeps on going there. They love him. And I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't know what the name of that place is, but those are some beautiful people. People that take care of dogs, people that take care of animals and look out for animals like that. I wish you guys can quit your jobs right now and do only that. Because I know you'd rather walk away from that desk right now and have your own rescue or be able to do this for the rest of your life. Many people here feel like me. You would love to just run with dogs and just not even have people. I know how you feel because we know that the love that they give us is unconditional. And another thing I'm going to say is They don't want no money from you. They ain't even got no damn pockets. They don't care about no money. You could be dirty, stink, whatever. Your dog gonna roll up on you just like anybody, just like he would if he was all together. Unconditional love that human beings do not give us, and that's why we love them so much, and that's why we praise love. And we love Lynn and Nova, and we don't care. We want you guys to get a 100% recovery. That's what we want for Lynn as well as Nova. And if it wasn't for Lynn, Nova wouldn't be anywhere near where he is right now. So we're gonna give Lynn a big shout out for being a super mom. Not just supernova, but a super mom. That's right, you guys. Y'all know how we do it over here. You trying to get your business out there, trying to promote it and get it out there between so many more people, because we've got almost 73,000 subscribers. And if you're trying to get your promo out, all you got to do is send your promo over to us. That's right. And we'll put it up in the post notification area. But the only catch is it has to be in a 1080 by 1080 size frame in order for it to fit. That's right. It's not me, it's YouTube. And just like we're going to be promoting and showing you guys the Show Your Talent search. And boy, do I have a major announcement that I will be making soon, because we have a special guest host as well as a special guest, let's say, judge when it comes down to the Show Your Talent search. I'll be announcing this very soon. But what we're doing right now is the Show Your Talent search. And we're doing it in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. And one person can actually go live off here and be in the talent search. And again, it's a talent search. It's not just singing and dancing. If you can cook, that's talent. If you can sing, that's talent. If you can do a backflip, a wheelie, I don't know what you can do. But if you're good at it and you think it's a talent, we want to see it. And guess what? Boom! You might be able to make $250. How are you going to be a part of the talent show? All you got to do is go over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. And also, like Miss Swanza always says, if you want to get lit, you got to drink Big Drip. www.drinkbigdrip.com. 2 G's and 2 P's. You see it right there, you guys. 2 G's and 2 P's. Go to the website, put your email address in the in the email selection area. Put your email there. We're going to get it on this side and keep you posted on where exactly the Show Your Talent shows are going to be and when to tune in, because of course they will be live so that all of our followers and all of our family members will be able to attend. You already know who's the DJ. DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew. Still rolling with Big Drip. We're just getting our locations together. Also, you guys go over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Put your email address in the notification area, and we will keep you posted on where we're going to be at. Also, the last thing I wanted to tell you is after we get everybody together, you're going to compete and have a chance to win $1,000. That's right. That's the grand prize. So after everybody wins, Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, that one other person, we're going to make them compete against each other. And we're going to do that at a specific location. Might be somewhere downtown since we just got a new relationship set up. Woo, this is going to be nice. Can't wait for it, you guys, to Show Your Talent search. And it's going to be a grand finale ending too. So guess what? You guys know what we got to do right now, right? We got to get those prayers in the air. We got to get out of here and make sure that we're protected this Tuesday. I want to make sure you guys have a fantastic lunch. Make sure that you get home safely. So we got to get those prayers in the air to make sure that my people are covered. What are we going to pray for? We're going to pray for happiness. We're going to pray for love and understanding. Also pray for peace. And it's a beautiful day out there. So I'm going to pray for you guys' enjoyment and you to go get some of that healthy vitamin D out of that sun. Praying for everybody here. Praying for Rebecca Lanya and Bueno, Liberty and Justice, Miss Swanza, also CJ the Cat. How you doing, brother? Rebecca, I see you. Who's that? Sharice Brewster. Good morning. How you doing? Kendra Walker. Thank you so much for showing up and showing out. Who else we got in the building this morning? Miss Swanza. Hope you had a good show. Winter Rising. Scott. Okay, Jelena. Can't forget about that one song, VG. Also, we can't forget about who else we got in the Angels Among Us. And who else? Winter Rising. Sam Champion. Mark Dorfman. Jeffrey Spilker. Okay, Terry. Teddy. Can't forget about Winter Rising, as well as Angels Among Us. I got some good rollouts there. Suzette Summer, thank you for becoming a new member. Jelena, you too. I really hope that you guys are getting what you want out of this show. We're remaining consistent. And we want to make sure that you guys are happy when you become a member, not just to become a member, but we want you to be happy as well. So we want to pray for every single person here, as well as our animals, that we can see each other tomorrow, 6 o'clock, in a safe environment, right back here. Scott Novak as well. Can't forget about Miss Swans, as well as Batty Lynn. Can't forget about you, sis. Can't forget about you. And 55 Coffee House, Lisa Roy. Always got to show you love. Collective too. Amen. That's right, you guys. That's the show. That was it. Fantastic show. If I do have to say so myself, I know one thing that I got to do. Stack this deck, trending topics for tomorrow, current events, and much, much more. You guys, y'all know where I'm going to be. Right here, 6 o'clock tomorrow, our bottom line, to do it all over again. And you know what I'm going to say, right? Join that Discord if you haven't, because all of the videos and everything that we do, it don't just stop here. You see that? It keeps on going. Those emails and those text messages and that conversation, it keeps going on a Discord. Our Bottom Line. Go over to Discord, Discord, type in Our Bottom Line. Boom, we're going to add you. And that's it. It's not as hard as you guys think. Look at it like a message board, but you can actually interact with Liberty, interact with Collective, see the pictures that everybody put up, like Eric Cooley and everybody else, and Miss Swanson. Check it out, you guys. Our Bottom Line on Discord. And you know what I'm about to say, right? I'll be right back here, 6 o'clock tomorrow on Hump Day, to do it again. That's right, you guys. Same channel, Our Bottom Line, same time, 6 o'clock. And you know what I'm about to say, right? Y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. So until 6 o'clock tomorrow, see you guys later. Get 'em! Peace.